You're listening to KOZQ, Waynesville, St. Robert, Fort Leonard Wood, Missouri. It's time for Tiger football. It's the 2023 campaign for your Waynesville Tigers. Our game is brought to you by Life Care Center, Post Spawn, Action Automotive, Air Serve Heating and Air, Baymont Inn, Bates Self Storage, Ed Wilson Auto Works, A to Z Exterminating, A-Plus Tire and Lube, On-Site Towing and Recovery, Farmers Insurance Agent Linda Tanner, Suggy's Fashion and Beauty Supply, the Marys County Bank, Seeger Toyota, the Bank of Crocker, Memorial Chapels of Waynesville, St. Robert, Ed Morris Ford, Shelter Insurance Agents Dave Hollett and John Gregory, Paul's Furniture, St. Robert Auto Supply, and Domino's Pizza of St. Robert. Let's get you to the gridiron for Waynesville Tiger football.
And a very good evening to you and yours. We are here at Tiger Stadium in Waynesville, Missouri, where we are about 30 minutes away from our opening home contest of the 2023 football season. The Waynesville football Tigers set to take on the Parkview Vikings. Connor Harbert here with you today, Z102.3. So excited to be back in Waynesville. So excited to be at Tiger Town, Tiger Stadium. And, of course, so excited to see, well, what Waynesville's going to do. 0-1 here on the season. Opening game against Glendale last week. Had some positives, had some negatives, but you eventually fall in that game by a similar score to the 2022 season. So trying to get back into the winning ways here, trying to pick up the first victory of the season. And, well, honestly, it's a good week to do it. Parkview last week taking on Lebanon, a 56-0 loss against the Yellow Jackets. Of course, Lebanon very, very, very good this year. Many predicted to be the top team in the Ozark Conference, maybe the top team in their district. They definitely do have some competition there, as we found out from the first edition of the media rankings. But what you need to know is Parkview, I think, is an opportunity here for Waynesville to pick up a victory here today. So again, we've got 30 minutes in this pregame. We'll have ourselves plenty to talk about here. Of course, we'll go over maybe some keys to this game. We will have ourselves our interview, of course, with head coach Kyle Barkley. I had an opportunity to sit down with him yesterday and talk things over. And of course, we will take a look at what's going on in the area as well. Some games actually being played yesterday because of an official shortage. That actually more toward the Springfield-Joplin area, if I do remember correctly. So some games, including some of games in Waynesville's district, are already in the books. So we'll have plenty to look at here as we move throughout the pregame. But of course, right now, going through the festivities down on the field, Waynesville high school students being celebrated for their success and the advanced placement test, $100 per 3 score or higher. Wish that was a thing when I was in school. I would have raked in the dough a little bit there. But of course, nice to see a growing crowd on hand here for this one. Should be a nice night for football. It is a little bit hot here at the moment, about 82, 83 degrees or so. But obviously, as the sun drops down behind the trees here at Tiger Stadium, it will start to feel very, very nice. And of course, a nice stadium here at Tigers Field. All the turf and, of course, the spacious sidelines. It's a very nice place to play some football. And I think the people here in Waynesville, they are ready to go. So let's go ahead and take ourselves a break. When we come back, we'll take a look at that Glendale game just a little bit. We won't dwell on week 1 for too long, but we will talk a little bit about what happened. I actually do have some stats for you from that game. We were able to get some stats from Coach Barkley. So we'll talk about some standout players and who really might be the ones to watch here in this game against Parkview. So we're going to take ourselves, again, a few minutes. We've got 28 minutes here until opening kickoff here today. We'll come back. We'll talk about some things. You're listening to the Waynesville Football Tigers pregame, right here on Z102.3.
Now's a great time to discover all the advantages Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert has to offer. The Discover Summer Sales event is going on now, and they've got their largest selection in years with more vehicles on the way. Go anywhere, do anything SUVs, and Ford F-150, America's best-selling truck. They've got them all, now with their best deals of summer, and they're paying top dollar for your trade. For a great selection and big savings, visit Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert today and find out what it means to be backed by Morse.
Is this the sound your garage and closets make every time you open the door? Does it look like Dr. Whoopi is trying to retrieve his 3D BB? Bates Self-Storage of St. Robert can help declutter and de-stress your life. Storage units start at just $17 per month, the lowest price in the area. Located on VFW Memorial Drive, just a mile from the main gate in St. Robert. Rent by the month or by the year to receive a discounted rate. Bates Self-Storage, 797 VFW Memorial Drive, unit starting at $17 a month.
Hi, this is Brad Shelton at the Marys County Bank. Every day, the Marys County Bank touches every corner of your life and supports you as you turn your life's goals into accomplishments. Whether it's purchasing your first car, opening a small business, buying a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. From your first car to a new life after retirement, the Marys County Bank is there for all your life's milestones with our full line of products. Stop by one of our 10 locations and see how the Marys County Bank can support your dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
After I drop the kids off, I have to run across town for a meeting, hit the gym during lunch. Jake has soccer tonight, and Emily has gymnastics? Oh, did I turn on the crock pot this morning?
With the never-ending to-do list, it's easy to forget something important, like setting up a life insurance plan with Shelter Insurance. Your local Shelter agent can show you how to create a safety net for your family. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
For auto, home, life, farm, or business insurance, see me, John Gregory, your Shelter Insurance agent in Crocker.
Or stop by and see me, Dave Howlett, your Shelter Insurance agent in Richland.
Baymont Inn and Suites of St. Robert invites you to enjoy all the comforts of home at the St. Robert Hotel, conveniently located off I-44. They're only 2 miles from Fort Leonard Wood and close to the best area attractions, including 33 original miles of historic Route 66. They're a proud supporter of the community they serve, the youth, and our military families. Baymont Inn and Suites of St. Robert, located at 139 Carmel Way in St. Robert.
Again?
Yeah.
I'm on my way.
What you put off maintaining today could cost you more later on. When it comes to your vehicle's tires, it's essential for your safety and the safety of others that your tire pressure, tread, and sidewalls are in good shape. Drive with peace of mind.
A-Plus Tire and Lube has all your automotive needs covered, from inspections, oil changes, tires, brakes, and other minor repairs. Our technicians can diagnose problems you're having with your vehicle. We have all the tools and knowledge to fix you up and get you back on the road. Stop in today, 615 Historic Route 66 West in Waynesville.
And once again, welcome back here to Tiger Stadium in Waynesville. 25 minutes now away from opening kickoff in the opening home contest for the 2023 fall football season. It is the Waynesville Tigers set to host the Parkview Vikings. Connor Harbin here with you, Z102.3. When I took us to break, I mentioned we would talk about some players who, well, made an impact last week and perhaps players who will make an impact here in this week's game. And you know, well, when you take a look at things, you really have to start with the running backs. Of course, last week, you had your moments, but ultimately it was 2 really big carries, I think, that actually gave Waynesville most of their rushing yards, over 250 rushing yards as a team last week. But again, 2 of those rushes were 77 and 72 yards, I believe. But either way, there's an opportunity here today, is what I'm saying, for Tau Aussie. He led the way. Michael Kelsey Jr. led the way. We'll get to him in a moment. But Tau Aussie still 12 carries, 114 yards. He actually had a higher yards per carry last week between the 2 of them. Of course, did have that long touchdown run. Unfortunately, came just a little bit too late in the game. Did have a fumble as well. Michael Kelsey Jr., 15 carries, 130 yards. Also had 2 touchdown runs there as well. So the Waynesville running game did have its moments, and I will say I think Parkview is definitely a team that you can do a little bit more running on. This Glendale defensive line last week, I think they kind of got to him a little bit, and of course with the quick changes, with the quick scoring and the situations at hand, I think the Waynesville team just got a little bit tired last week, especially on the defensive side. We'll get to that here in a moment, though. Leland Wright, he had a carry for 4 yards. Rashad Joshua had 2 carries for -6 yards. And Brian Castro also had 1 rush, for 2 yards in that game as well. Passing, of course, Castro, he will be the guy once again. He will be the starting quarterback again. Bishop Godwin out for the season, as I understand it, a torn MCL. So Castro is the guy last week, 7 for 12. Actually had above a 50% completion percentage, 81 yards, did have 1 touchdown. I would like to see a little bit of better decision making though. This week from Castro, had a couple balls that were kind of lame ducks, easy interceptions. He did have 2 of them last week. So looking for Castro to kind of maybe do a little bit more of the same. He had some pretty solid balls, including that touchdown pass. Remember, that was 29 yards to Rashad Joshua near the end of the first half last week. But you did also have a couple bad balls that gave turnovers over to Glendale. Turnovers a really big issue in that game against the Falcons last week. And again, receiving, mentioned it, Rashad Joshua, 1 catch for 29 yards and that touchdown. Braylon Scott had 3 catches. He had the most volume of any Tiger receiver last week. 3 catches for 28 yards. Tyquez Jones, 1 catch for 7 yards. Tao Aussie had a catch in the flat. I'd like to see maybe Waynesville go to that a little bit more. The one time they went to it, it worked very well. 1 catch for 16 yards for Aussie. And then Leland Wright, he had the 1 catch for 1 yard as well. So those are your stats there on the offensive side. Do not have defensive stats, but really what you need to know from last week's game, I want to see what the defensive line can do here this week. I think most people leaving that game came away with the same thought. This defensive line really has the opportunity to be dangerous here this season against teams that aren't going to be looking to throw the ball quickly. Of course, Glendale, 6 sacks given up there by Waynesville picking up 6 sacks against Glendale when they were trying to kind of throw deep and trying to really kind of dance around in the pocket. It was when they switched to the quick passing game, I think, that Waynesville started to struggle a little bit there, but this is an athletic defensive line. They can certainly get into the backfield very, very quick, and this is a Parkview team that likes to run around in the back. Of course, new coach, new system for the Vikings this year, but they do bring athletes to the table. Those athletes are going to try to make plays, and so if you kind of get them moving around a little bit in the pocket, you can flush them out. You can start to, well, really get to them a little bit, and I think that's where Waynesville is going to have its most success defensively here this week. Of course, well, you also got to talk about the secondary. They're going to be tasked with quite a tall task, in fact, and I do mean that literally. Jameel Johnson, one of the tallest wide receivers, actually listed as a tight end, but he is one of the tallest pass catchers we will see this season. 6'8", 215 pounds. He has pretty much been named by every source as Parkview's kind of guy to watch. He's a force on the basketball court for one, but he's very athletic, very, very tall. Some of the, well, I'm curious to see what kind of schemes Waynesville kind of breaks out here to deal with Johnson and several of the other wide receivers as well. Anthony Nunda, last year's quarterback for the Vikings, he is now lining up here at wide receiver. You've got several senior wide receivers. Isaiah Potts, 5'10", 180 pounds. He is somebody to watch here as well. You also have another tight end there, looking for his name here. We're certainly talking about it, myself and a colleague, before we came on the air today. Yes, Tayshawn Finley, 6'4", 235 pounds. There's some big guys in the Parkview receiving corps. So this Waynesville secondary, they're going to need to be prepared to hit hard. They're going to have to prepare to play aggressive and get ready to jump some passes and maybe try to knock them down. It might be a tall task if it turns into a jump ball, but you're going to need to be on your A game here. You're going to need to be at your A game to beat anybody in the Ozark Conference. And so that's some kind of quick thoughts for you as we move ever closer to pregame here today, or should I say opening kickoff. We're going to take another break, but when we come back, I actually got an opportunity to speak with head coach Kyle Barkley here this week. Marv on vacation, so it was up to me this week. I will say, you might want to turn your radio down just a little bit. We did have a technical problem on my end when we were recording the interview, so my mic is a little bit hot in this interview, so turn it down maybe just a smidgen. Fortunately, I don't talk too much. Coach Barkley, he does the bulk of it, and so we can get some thoughts heading on in to today's game. But again, we'll be back with that interview here in a couple of minutes. But don't go anywhere. You are 18 minutes away from opening kickoff. Waynesville and Parkview. You're listening to Tiger Football right here on Z102.3.
Pests can really bug you. I know they bug me. But you can get rid of all types of pests and protect your family, home, and environment by calling the folks at A to Z Exterminating. A to Z Exterminating provides the best pet and human-friendly treatments 7 days a week and education to help you keep your home pest-free. And of course, reasonable prices. A to Z Exterminating for your home or lawn, whether it's an emergency or you want to schedule an appointment, call today at 573-336-4448. A to Z Exterminating, offering the best service throughout the area.
Mechanic. Oh, yeah, the blue sedan. Yeah, you brought that in when? Like 2 days ago? Oh, yeah, 2 weeks ago. I got 3 of my best men on it now. Hey, Ronnie, turn up the tunes and pass the nachos. Work time was yesterday.
Your life can't wait. That's why here at Action Automotive of St. Robert, we take time to walk you through what's going on with your vehicle and come up with an affordable solution. From engine overhauls to oil changes, Action Automotive of St. Robert has you covered. Action Automotive St. Robert.
For over 50 years, Post Pawn in St. Robert has been offering the best prices in the area on firearms, ammunition, and shooting and reloading supplies. Also find new and used military clothing and gear, as well as pre-owned power tools and compound bows, and new and used musical instruments and supplies. Get a 90-day layaway on anything. And if you have your guns shipped to Post Pawn or selling them to another individual, they only charge a $25 transfer fee. That's Post Pawn in the Gateway Shopping Center in St. Robert.
As the road you travel changes, so can your insurance needs. Talking with Farmers Insurance Agent Linda Tanner can help you assess whether you're ready for the journey ahead. Call Farmers Agent Linda Tanner today at 573-426-3241. That's Farmers Insurance Agent Linda Tanner, 573-426-3241.
We are farmers. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
Shuggy's Fashion and Beauty Supplies in St. Robert sells cosmetics, clothing, and accessories for women. Miss Shuggy is kind and knowledgeable about hair and related products, gives great deals, and can also special order items. Shuggy's Fashion and Beauty Supplies offers a wide selection of beauty supplies, hair accessories, purses, pictures, and even men's products. Open 9 to 7 every day but Sunday, Shuggy's Fashion and Beauty Supplies is a hidden gem in St. Robert. Check out Shuggy's Fashion and Beauty Supplies today at 1018 Missouri Avenue in St. Robert.
Seeger Toyota of St. Robert is the place to go to find just the right pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV. We have over 22 different makes in stock and over 200 units available, with over 70 being Toyotas. So if you've not been able to find what you want or need, it could be we have it right here and ready for you. And if you just want to sell one of your vehicles, for whatever reason, we buy cars every day and with less hassle than those online companies. Plus, we deliver on our promises and have been for over 50 years. That's Seeger Toyota of St. Robert, next to Walmart and at SeegerToyota.net.
Connor Harvey here now with the coach of the Waynesville Football Tigers, head coach Kyle Barkley. Coach, temperatures are better this week. Practice back at the normal time. How's practice going this week?
You know, it has getting more of a routine similar to last year. Our kids did a great job of adapting last week. You know, it's been up and down a little bit, but I think kids are getting used to waking up and going to school for that second week, and you know, we're excited and we're in a good place right now.
Absolutely. And so, you know, against Glendale last week, there were a few injuries here and there, some minor injuries. How's the injury situation like this week? How healthy are the Tigers?
Everybody that played Friday will be suited up and expected to play come tomorrow.
And so 1 week under your guys' belt, what kind of adjustments are you looking at? What are some things you guys are looking to improve? You know, there were some things that were really good last week. There were some things probably that need to improve. What have you and the team been focused on this week?
You know, at our coaches meeting, Connor, we looked at a lot of the drives and a lot of the plays, and you know, Glendale's a good football team, and they obviously made more plays than we did, but we felt like a lot of it was, you know, the mental side of us, whether it's alignment, assignment, or holding on to the football from an offensive standpoint. So we really dug deep into the kids this week and challenged them from a mental standpoint, mental toughness type thing. And, you know, so there was a lot of drills and a lot of Indy time and trying to correct the mistakes from week one, and hopefully they don't carry over to week two.
For sure, and so, of course, this week we are in Tiger Town for the first time this season. First home game, playing host to the Parkview Vikings. They're going to bring some athletes like usual. What can you really kind of expect from them?
You know, it's kind of hard to tell. You know, the only game film that we really got was last week. They got a new coach, and, you know, I think he's doing incredible things and definitely going in the right direction. You know, what they do offensively is a little bit different than last year, so based on one game, they played Lebanon. So we're kind of making sure that we're covering our bases on the defensive side and making sure we're prepared for everything. And offensively, similar as far as a run-type style offense compared to Lebanon. So, unless they change something different, which is possible, we've been working pretty hard on how they line up according to their defense.
Yeah, and they've definitely got some good individual players, particularly, I think, at the skill positions. I know they've done a little bit of mixing here and there. Their quarterback from last year reportedly playing wide receiver this year, and a wide receiver playing quarterback, and, of course, they've got the 6'8" wide receiver as well. They've got good individual players.
Not too bad. They're definitely, I think, in a better spot than where they've been. Ultimately, it's kind of hard to miss the 6'8" kid when he's out there. Their quarterback, has improved throughout from the jamboree to week one. He's improved, so we're expecting him to make some more plays. And as more and more as that offensive system gets put in, I think they'll have some success.
For sure, and so of course we'll find out here tonight. So thanks a lot, and let's go get that win this week.
Awesome, Connor. Thank you very much, sir.
As the years go by, everything gets older. Even the new seeds just planted. Getting older means getting wiser. And in the banking business, that means keeping up with the times. For 112 years, the Bank of Crocker has met the needs of the Fort Wood area and exceeded those needs with the most modern banking services available. With Android and Apple mobile banking apps. And at bankofcrocker.com, online banking is a click away no matter where you are. Personal hometown service, however, has not changed. That's one thing that's stayed the same as the Bank of Crocker turns 112. The Bank of Crocker, with 4 locations in Crocker, Richland, Waynesville, and St. Robert. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Life giver. Nurturer.
Hero. Best friend.
They were our happy place, our inspiration. They were who helped create the fabric of our own existence. And now they're gone. But not ever forgotten.
At Memorial Chapels and Crematory, respecting your wishes, serving your family, and keeping your memories safe is what matters most to us.
Are you tired of all the games that other furniture stores play? At Paul's Furniture, we've got the biggest name brands at the guaranteed lowest prices. You come in, you're going to see that price on it. The next time you come in, it's going to be the exact same price because we always have the best deals, the best prices, and the biggest name brands with free delivery. We're going to do whatever it takes to earn your business at Paul's Furniture. That's what's made us the #1 furniture store in Pulaski and Phelps County for the last 30 years. Or if you're tired of the games that others play, come see us at Paul's Furniture.
We all have our faves.
I love baseball.
I love football. But there's one thing we all love.
Pizza!
If you need to satisfy that competitive appetite, we got your slice right here.
Domino's Pizza in St. Robert during and after the game. Try the perfect combo deal. Pizza, side, and a drink for $19.99. Call in for our carry-out special. 1 topping pizza for $7.99. Domino's Mix and Match is only $6.99. Check it out online at Domino's.com or call your order in at 573-336-3400. Domino's Pizza, 213 St. Robert Boulevard.
Get prepaid Visa cards with the purchase of batteries at your Napa Parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply. Buy 1 Legend or Legend Premium AGM battery, claim a $20 Visa gift card. Get a AAA battery and get a $25 prepaid Visa card. And get a $25 Visa card with the purchase of a select Bosch lithium-ion battery. Get online rebates with Avalanche refrigerant and save 30% on stop leak, conventional motor oil, synthetic and heavy-duty diesel engine oil, all with sale prices this month. Get the good stuff 7 days a week at St. Robert Auto Supply off Missouri Avenue.
Move it, buddy. Let's go, man. The light's green, man. The gas pedal's the one on the right.
Need a quick tow?
On-Site Towing and Recovery provides 24-hour local towing and accident recovery services. On-Site Towing and Recovery, the only number you need to know. 573-337-4474, where you always get 5-star service.
And once again, back here at Tiger Stadium here in Waynesville. Of course, hearing from head coach Kyle Barkley, kind of repeating what I was saying in the pregame. Of course, Obviously Parkview going to come in with the new coach, a new system, definitely have some athletes there. Waynesville going to have to be on their A game here today. Definitely Waynesville, I would say, the favorite here in this contest, but you can't be caught slipping here in this one. You need to be at your best. You need to come out, I think, and have a quick start here today and, well, pretty much put some points on the board. Connor Harvard here with you, Z102.3. We are actually just past the national anthem. The Waynesville Marching Band coming onto the field. Their first performance. Actually, could hear them practicing when I was leaving for work this morning. The sound definitely carries through Waynesville. But either way, with the few minutes that we have left, I want to go ahead and go over some things, including the Missouri Media Football Rankings. The first edition came out here this week. As we take a look at Class 6, again, Waynesville's new class. Obviously, Waynesville with the loss last week, not going to be ranked just yet, but two members of Waynesville's district are currently in the top 10 rankings. Of course, that would be Nixa, currently sitting with that 1-0 record after their victory over Webb City last week. They are sitting in 6th. And a couple spots behind them, that would be Joplin, also 1-0. They received 22 first place votes in the poll. Again, that's a poll of a few media markets around here. We are not voters here in Waynesville, but you have sources over in Kansas City, Jefferson City, down in Springfield, pretty much the big cities kind of voting on these rankings. So again, two members of Waynesville's district in the top 10. We take a look at Class 5, Lebanon, currently ranked 9th there in that one. Actually not the highest ranked team in their new district. Again, that Class 5 district did get a little bit of a facelift with Waynesville and Rolla both moving out of the district there. It's actually Republic, who is sitting in 6th in Class 5 here at the moment. They are 1-0. Down in Class 4, Bolivar actually receiving 9th place votes there in that one, tied for 9th in Class 4. So several teams here in the Ozark Conference are currently ranked as the Waynesville Football Tigers come out onto the field. We take a look at some other games around the area as well. You do have some big games here this week. State-ranked teams, number 1 Lamar over in Class 2. They are at Rogersville this week. Marionville, number 1 in Class 1, I believe. Actually, yep, Class 1. They are at Willow Springs. Number 4 Webb City. They are at Carl Junction. Lincoln is at Tipton. Nixa is at Neosho this week. And Republic did defeat Ozark. So that's a Lebanon district game versus a Waynesville district game, but it is Republic handing Ozark a loss there in that one, 41-14. Reed Spring is taking on Nevada here today. That being my alma mater, of course. Joplin defeats Willard. So Joplin with another win there. Again, remember, ranked in Class 6. Lebanon is at Hillcrest here today. Heavily favored in that one are the Yellow Jackets. Bolivar is at Rolla. And Mount Vernon is taking on Monette. Other area games of interest, we will certainly be following along here with these games. Kickapoo is at Camdenton here today. That is certainly an interesting game. I think that will really be a gauge for how good Kickapoo will be here this season, and maybe perhaps Camdenton. Let's see. Glendale, they are at West Plains here today, so we'll see what the Zizzers can do against a team that beat Waynesville last week. Of course, Parkview is here in Waynesville today. And then let's see. I think that is pretty much it as far as important games go within the conference. Of course, lots of ranked teams in the conference this season. So, about to meet at midfield. We'll see who dons the captainship today for the Waynesville Tigers. It does look like Dalen Registe will be one of your captains. Trying to get a number on the rest there. It does look like Bishop Godwin, again, injured, will not be playing in this game. Looks like he will still be a captain. Tal Ossie will be a captain here today. Mason Perez, he will be a captain as well. And then one more name for you there. Does look like, do believe that is Caleb Salinas will be a captain here today as well. And so we'll meet at midfield. The sun's starting to drop behind the trees. Again, my vision a little bit blurry here for about, well, by about kickoff time. It should be okay. That sun will drop very, very quickly. That's my one complaint about Tiger Stadium. The sun gets right into your eyes right before kickoff. Obviously, it will be less of a problem as we move throughout the season. That sun starts to drop lower and lower. But hey, for now, I'll do a slight amount of complaining. Captains here for Parkview. And again, fair warning, Parkview does not order their roster by number. They actually order it by class. So if you hear me kind of searching the roster a little bit, that is why. It looks like one of your captains here today, that will be Jameel Johnson. Again, that's your 6'8" tight end. He will be a captain here today. Looks like Anthony Nunda will be a captain. You've got the big man down there. That's Jared Johnson, 6'3", 315. He'll be on the lines. He is a captain here today. And it looks like one more captain. That's going to be Tayshawn Finley. Again, defensive lineman, tight end. Big guy at 6'4", 235 pounds. Those are your 4 captains here today for the Vikings of Parkview. Big thank you to all of our sponsors who make today's broadcast possible. Of course, we've got quite a few of them, always supporting Waynesville Tiger Athletics, Life Care Center, Post Pond, Action Automotive, Air Serv, Baymont Inn, Bates Self Storage, Edward Wilson, A to Z Exterminating, A Plus Tire and Lube, On-Site Towing and Recovery, Farmers Insurance Agent Linda Tanner, Sugi's Fashion and Beauty Supply, Marys County Bank, Sear Toyota, the Bank of Crocker, Waynesville Memorial Chapel, Ed Morse Ford of St. Robert, Shelter Mutual Insurance Agent Howlett and Gregory, Paul's Furniture, St. Robert Auto Supply, and Domino's Pizza of St. Robert. We'll be looking for the player that delivers here this week. Again, my eyes are on the running backs. I think it's a big day coming here for Tallahassee and Michael Kelsey Jr., but you got to get a good push up front. Again, Waynesville's offensive line today and defensive line, they're going to be outsized. I think here in this one, you've definitely got a bigger offensive line, bigger defensive line coming from the Parkview side of things. But I think you've got to give the edge words are hard. I think in terms of athleticism, I think you're going to have to give it here to Waynesville. Of course, you're going to have Mason Perez coming off of the edge. You're also going to have guys like Isaiah Hopper. Certainly going to look for him here today. Yadil Santana, he had a big game last week. He was involved with several of those sacks on to Glendale. Of course, you'll have guys on the defensive side like Chris Scott from the linebacker position as well. So I think that's really going to be, well, your two sides of the one. Your running backs and your defensive line. Those were your definite positives last week. Hopefully they're positives again this week as well. So, our coin toss. Let's see here. Waynesville has won the toss. They will defer. And so it looks like it will be Parkview who receives. They'll be going left to right on your radio dial. So we'll see the Waynesville defense first up here in this one. We'll take one more break. When we come back, it's time for kickoff. Waynesville and Parkview, both teams 0-1. Both teams looking for their first win on the season. Back in 60 seconds, you're listening to Waynesville Tiger Football, Z102.3.
You have the right to choose when you're in an accident and your insurance company directs you to a particular body shop. This message is brought to you by Ed Wilson Auto Works. Put your trust in one of Pulaski County's longest standing independent repair professionals. That's Ed Wilson Auto Works in downtown Waynesville.
We care for them.
Hey, Mr. Gibson. Good morning.
Hey there, honey. Take wonderful care of them.
All right, here's your morning meds and your coffee, just how you like it. 1 cream,
2
sugars.
And we'll go to the ends of the earth to protect them. You can count on that.
Life Care Center of Waynesville believe in treating patients and residents as family members, focusing on inpatient and outpatient rehabilitation with 24-hour skilled nursing care. We are proud to also offer a secured Alzheimer's and dementia care unit, 700 Birch Lane in the heart of Waynesville.
And again, back here at Tiger Stadium, Tyrell Finn set to kick it away here for the Waynesville Tigers. Again, won the coin toss, deferred to the second half. So, same thing happening last week. Waynesville clearly with a plan here. Want to try to rely on that defense. Again, they were asked for a lot last week. Gave up the 46 points, but honestly, when you take a look at things, they were asked to do a lot. So, we'll see them here up first. But again, Tyrell Finn, he is ready to go. The fans are on their feet. They are stomping their feet. Finn raises his hand. We get the opening whistle. And we are officially underway here in Waynesville. Opening kick is going to be sent. It's going to be taken at about it's going to hop at the 1 yard line into the end zone. Anthony Nunda not wanting much of that. It's going to bounce into the end zone for a touchback. So Parkview's opening drive going to begin on the 20-yard line. We'll get a chance to see this Vikings offense for the first time. Again, brand new head coach, brand new system. Would expect a lot more of the same, though. This Parkview team, they'll run the ball a lot. They'll certainly look to the air. And you don't hold a 6'8 wide receiver, 6'8 tight end and not use them. Well, we'll see who the quarterback is, and it's going to be Cayman James. Cayman James wearing number 0, who lines up under center. 2 backs in the backfield, a fullback and a halfback, 1 wide receiver left. 1st and 10, again, ball on the left hash. James going to hand it off here on first down. In the secondary, it's a big run here to start things out. Past the 30 to the 35, and it's 15 yards to start this game here for Parkview. On the carry, That was Casey Hiley. Sophomore, 6 feet nothing, 195 pounds. So 15 yards here. Certainly cuts into the Waynesville defense, and it's again first down and 10. Ball now on the right hash. Again, James under center. Takes a snap, a handoff once again. Gets past one would-be tackler, but this time not going to find too much more. As he's roped up and taken down after about we'll see they give it to him. It's going to be about 4 or 5 yards. They'll give him 5. So second down and 5 upcoming here as Hiley pushes through. Mason Perez on the tackle here for the Tigers. And Perez, one of those players that I want to see how he does today. Parkview, a bit of a far departure from what we saw last week. As you can already tell, 2 rushes for the Vikings. Compared to the pass, heavy attack of the Falcons. Here's another handoff here to the running back on second down. And again, he gets into the secondary. Right now, the Parkview strategy is just give it to your big back and, well, just let him rumble, bumble, and stumble forward. Hiley gets himself into Waynesville territory now. Ball placed on the Tiger 45-yard line. So 3 plays to gain 35 yards. An average of just over 10 yards per play right now for the Vikings. And it's first down and 10 once more. 2 wide receivers left. That includes Anthony Nunda. Again, Hiley in the backfield. James takes a snap at the pitch out once again here to Hiley. Hiley looking for the sideline, crosses the line of scrimmage here, lowers the shoulder. Flag thrown on the play. Tackle was made out there by Mason Perez once more, but we'll see where this flag comes in. It'll be holding called here against Parkview. So what would have been about a gain of 3 or 4 turns into a loss here for the Vikings. Captain Mason Perez, he'll say push him on back, and we'll have another first down coming here. But with that ball back beyond the 50, back into Parkview territory we go. Already a minute and a half gone on this opening drive. 10:18 left to play in the first. But again, it's all been about Casey Hiley thus far. And it was Waynesville going to stop this big man in the backfield. New formation here looking like for the Vikings. 3 wide receivers right, 1 to the left. 1 back in the backfield looking for the false start, and they got it. Or should I say the offsides here, as Waynesville will give them 5 yards back. Lack of discipline there for the Tigers means this first down and 19 now returns to a first down and 14. So, still a bit extra to go here for Parkview, but they do get some of it back. Both teams committing their first penalty of the day. Same formation. Actually, nope. Looks like they'll shift the back out to the left. James still at quarterback. Takes a snap. Fakes the handoff. Going to keep it himself, but nothing doing. He'll be taken down in the backfield. Chris Scott getting there. Makes the tackle behind the line of scrimmage. That option read was guarded very well. No real options there for the Vikings. Rodney Casper, the running back in the game now. He's 6'0", 190 pounds. He was wrapped up. Good pull by James. Maybe saved a couple of yards, but still lost a few. Second down and 17. Lost the snap here. James has to try to take it himself. It's a busted play. He gets to about the 50-yard line before he's taken out of bounds. Maybe got a couple of yards here on the run. And it'll be a third down here. First third down of the day. Third down and 15. So definite passing situation here. We might see the Vikings go to the air for the first time. Waynesville's secondary today looks like you've got Amon Fowler in the secondary. Back playing safety today. That's Aiden Moust. Johnny Hedrick also playing corner. Dalen Registe from the linebacker spot. He'll have to cover. 4 wide receiver set. James takes a snap, looking to pass. Left-handed quarterback going up the middle of the field. A little bit of contact here. Is there going to be a flag? Don't see one. Pass falls incomplete. 4th down. Intended receiver on the play. Looks like that was Isaiah Hampton, a sophomore, tripped and fell. Was worried they were going to call some contact. Johnny Hedrick was on the coverage. But they'll say he tripped of his own accord here, and so it will bring up 4th down and 16. Ball at the 49-yard line of Parkview. Should see him punt this one away. And it looks like that is the plan. 2 players back to receive here for Waynesville, Aiden Most and Johnny Hedrick. Good snap. Kick is away. It's a low line drive punt. Waynesville might just let this one roll. It takes a good Parkview bounce past the 10, now all the way down here to the 5-yard line. So Waynesville's got a long way to go here on their opening drive, but they do come through. After a couple missteps in the running game, able to negate the option run here of Parkview to get the football back. So let's see the Waynesville offense for the first time today, led by, of course, the quarterback, Brian Castro. Castro originally planned to be part of a QB committee involving Bishop Godwin, but with Godwin injured, Castro's being asked to be the guy. Tao Ossie in the game. He is your halfback, wingback. That's Rashad Joshua. Lots of men up front here for the Vikings. It's a handoff on first down. Tao Ossie into the secondary. He gets past the 15-yard line. Trips and falls at about the 17, and that's going to be enough for a first down. Like I said, Tao Ossie and Michael Kelsey Jr., they will be the guys to watch here today. The running game is going to be pretty much the game to watch on both sides of the ball. Apparently, with Casey Hiley ripping off some big runs on the other side. Tao Ossie making good on his first carry, so first down and 10. Ball on the 17-yard line. The Waynesville 17, still 83 yards to go. Direct snap here to Ossie on first down. Trying to bounce it out toward the sideline. Jukes packed toward the left. It's taken down from behind. But not before he finds about 3 yards on the play. So Tao Ossie again on the carry. It'll be second down and 7. Looks like a substitution here for the Tigers. Jaden Braun checking in. Offensive lineman, sophomore. Then you've got Ian Shepard on the line here today. Caleb Salinas as well. Second down and 7. Another direct snap here to Ossie. Able to sneak through for another few yards. Looks like he's actually going to be taken down around the first down marker. That actually might be enough. Looks like they'll place it here at the 28-yard line, and that will be enough. So another first down here for the Tigers. Gain of 6, good enough. And so first and 10 here for the Tigers. Ball on the Waynesville 28-yard line. Got a good-sized crowd here today in Waynesville, as you'd expect from the home opener. Always well-attended. See the same attendance in the weeks to come. Here's a handoff. Rashad Joshua trying to bounce one out. Now tries to cut it up, but nowhere to go. He's actually going to be maybe taken down for a loss of 1. So nowhere to go for Joshua. Loss of 2, actually. Well, we'll mark a loss of 1, actually, so make that second down and 11. Sun just above the trees here. As Waynesville winds up here again, second and 11. Another direct snap here to Ossie. Ossie's been the guy. He's into the secondary. He's past the 40 into the 41. That'll be enough. It's a gain of 12. And another Waynesville first down. Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Keep going back to the well here. Now a whistle. Whistle coming from the official. And it'll be a water break timeout. So let's take a timeout ourselves. We'll come back here in 60 seconds. 5:51 left to go here in this first quarter. No score, but Waynesville on the drive. You're listening to Tiger Football on Z102.3.
Some people are always too hot.
Whew, it's hot in here. Is it just me or is it hot in here?
Other people are always too cold.
I'm cold. It's cold in here. Aren't you cold?
And sometimes both of those kinds of people are in your house at the same time. How do you make everyone happy? With some help from the heating and cooling professionals.
Air Serv Heating and Air Conditioning in Mid-Missouri, 573-433-3613. Your Mid-Missouri air conditioning and heating experts. Breathe easy, live better. Locally owned, proudly operated.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Back to action here after the water break. No score, 5:51 left to go in the first. Waynesville on the drive here, whistle, but a flag. Play blown dead. Where's this one going to come in? It'll be offsides, charge here to Parkview. So, it's first down and 10 will become a little bit easier, make it first down and 5. Waynesville started this drive at the 5-yard line, so pushing their way down the field. Talawasi actually comes off the field here. Looks like it'll be a sub here at the running back. Didn't see who came into the ball game. I'd reckon it's one Michael Kelsey Jr. Yep. That's who will take his place with Shaw Joshua still the wingback. Castro in at quarterback. So our first look at Kelsey Jr. here today. He'll take the direct snap. Lost the football, but picked it back up off the hop. He's past the 45 to about the 46. Looks like the original line of scrimmage is all he'll get. Fortunately, picked the ball up off the hop. Dropped the snap. It's a good snap. But it brings up second down and 5. Parkview, perhaps playing the run a little bit here, stacking that offensive front. 5 defensive linemen. Here's another snap to Kelsey Jr. He'll actually punch through, dives through for a gain of about 8 on the play. Enough for a first down, but there's a flag, and it's going to be thrown against Waynesville. So that'll push the Tigers back here. They'll pick up their second penalty of the day. What's this going to be? Get an indication here shortly. Tayshawn Finley, defensive captain for the Vikings. He'll, of course, tell him to move on back. It's holding called against Waynesville. So the first down's negated, and they'll take Waynesville back to the Tiger 36-yard line. And it'll be second down and 15. Ends up being a 10-yard penalty when it's all said and done. So we cross the 5-minute mark. No score again here in Waynesville. Castro and Kelsey Jr. in the backfield. Ball's bobbled, picked up here by Parkview, and the Waynesville offense commits a turnover on their opening drive. The drop snap was such a problem against Glendale last week. Lost 2 fumbles that way, and they lose a fumble here, giving the Vikings short field here with 4:46 in the first. Tell you what, that'll drive a coach crazy. It's one thing to drop the football by getting hit. It's another thing to be hit square in the hands and just drop the football. Give yourself no chance that way. So the Vikings get the ball back again in the short field. It'll be placed on the Waynesville 27-yard line. And again, this Waynesville defense will be called upon here to make a bit of a stop. James looking to pass here on first down. Pass is caught by Nunda on the right sideline. Jumps past the 25 to about the 23. It'll be a gain of about 7 here. Second down and 3. Now Santana Horta on the tackle. Bringing up second and 3. Two wide outs to the left. One back in the backfield. That is Hiley. James takes the snap, hands it off to Hiley. Man at the line, spinning to his left, but he's roped down and taken down at about the 25 for a loss of about 3. Believe that might have been Santana Horta, again on the tackle. Franklin Myers also getting in there, senior linebacker. Myers not the tallest guy on the field, listed on the roster as 5'4", but 195 pounds. Short and stout, making the tackle there. So third down and about 5 here. James back to shotgun formation with Hiley in the backfield. Sending Hiley in motion, fakes the handoff, pass across the middle, picked up! That's intercepted here by Myers. He's got some room to run with it. He jukes back to his left. He's in the open field. He's past midfield to the 45, the 40, the 35, the 30, the 25, the 20. He's taken down from behind, but Franklin Myers gives Waynesville the ball in great field position. Franklin Myers comes up with the tackle for a loss the very next play, picks it off and bumbles down the field, and it's a red zone situation here for Waynesville. Showing off the speed a little bit as well, Franklin Myers. Well, like I said just before the play, short and stout. But he's got some speed. I kind of like that a little bit. And so we'll see what the Waynesville offense can do with the football placed on the Parkview 18-yard line. So, tit for tat on the turnovers here as Castro and Kelsey Jr. again line up. Fake the handoff here. Kelsey Jr. taken down behind the line. Back to the 20 for a loss of 2. Myers receiving his props here on the sideline, as he should. Beautiful play. Read that slant route across the middle, jumped right in front of the route. Picked that one off. Couldn't have asked for much more from the linebacker. So second down, they'll give it a loss of 1 here. Second down and 11. And Kelsey Jr. in the backfield, tried to get him to jump, did get him to jump. And it looks like we'll move him up 5 yards. Well, a bit of a roller coaster of emotions there. Give the ball up on the fumble, but you pick it right back off and you get better field position than, than where you were at. Just chalk it up as another offensive play. So, false start means it'll turn into second down and 6 now here for the Tigers. Ball on the 14-yard line. And still filing into attendance here in Waynesville. And that sun just over the trees. Give it about 5 minutes, and I think we'll be pretty much good for the rest of the night. Quickly to the line now. Direct snap here to Kelsey Jr. Juking to his left. Shakes off a couple tacklers. He's all the way down to the 5-yard line. Waynesville's knocking on the door here. First down and goal. So tell you what, we'll go back a few plays. Franklin Myers. That'll be our first player who delivers. Brought to you by Domino's Pizza of St. Robert. Potentially a big play here in this game. Of course, the Tigers still need to punch this ball into the end zone. But they're in good shape here. 4 plays to go 5 yards. 2:02 left to go in the first in this scoreless ball game. 2 backs in the backfield. Joshua going to join him now. Kelsey Jr. also back there. Direct snap to Kelsey Jr. Going to follow Castro through. He's got some room, but he's taken down from behind. Does get close to the end zone, though. He'll be taken down at the 1. Last chance tackle there for Parkview. Got him by the ankles. They'll actually put it at the 2. Again, like I say, I'm always 1 yard off, for better or worse. But it'll be first, second down and goal from the 2-yard line. Trying to punch this one in. Final play, maybe 1 or 2 more plays, depending on how this goes here in the first quarter. Direct snap, Kelsey Jr. He's got some room. Jukes to his right. He's in there. Hear the Tiger roar. Touchdown, Waynesville. 2-yard touchdown run for Michael Kelsey Jr., his 3rd touchdown run of the year. And Waynesville jumps out to a 6-0 lead here in the first. Two-point conversion upcoming here. Nope, they'll actually go for the extra point. Here's something we haven't seen Waynesville do for a couple seasons. Tyrell Finn on to attempt. Finn, again, soccer player, track star as well. Kick is no good. The hold was not good. And so it'll remain 6-0 in favor of Waynesville. So they'll continue to work on that, but again, a 2-yard touchdown run for Michael Kelsey Jr. puts the Waynesville Tigers up 6-0. We'll come back here in 60 seconds. Don't go anywhere. You're listening to Waynesville Tiger Football, C102.3.
Now's a great time to discover all the advantages Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert has to offer. The Discover Summer Sales event is going on now, and they've got their largest selection in years with more vehicles on the way. Go anywhere, do anything SUVs. And Ford F-150, America's best-selling truck. They've got them all, now with their best deals of summer. And they're paying top dollar for your trade. For a great selection and big savings, visit Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert today and find out what it means to be backed by Morse.
Is this the sound your garage and closets make every time you open the door? Does it look like Dr. Whoopi is trying to retrieve his 3D BB? Bates Self-Storage of St. Robert can help declutter and de-stress your life. Storage units start at just $17 per month, the lowest price in the area. Located on VFW Memorial Drive, just a mile from the main gate in St. Robert. Rent by the month or by the year to receive a discounted rate. Bates Self-Storage, 797 VFW Memorial Drive, unit starting at $17 a month.
6-0 our score. 1:16 left to go here in this first quarter. 2-yard touchdown run for Michael Kelsey Jr. Tyrell Finn set to kick it away. Solid kick. Going to be fielded here at about the 2-yard line. Nunn having a little bit of trouble, though. Going to pick it up. Still going to try to return it, though. He gets past the 10. Now juking out to his right, but he's taken down before he gets to the 15. They'll blow the whistle here. He'll eventually fall. We'll see where they place it. Forward momentum's going to give him the football here at about the 13-yard line. But a interception. Franklin Myers from the linebacker spot puts Waynesville in short field position, and from there, easy to punch it right on through. Michael Kelsey Jr., his third touchdown run of the season. Unfortunately, a failed PAT. Waynesville's first time trying that PAT. Didn't try a single PAT all last season. Didn't try it in Glendale last week. Simply just not a good hold. So they'll continue to work on that, but what's important is they do hold the 6-0 lead. As we see this Vikings offense once again, two backs in the backfield, one on each side of starting quarterback Kamen James. He'll hand it off here. Casey Hiley on the carry. He's got room into the secondary. He's got room up the sideline. He might go. He's to the 40. He's to the 35, the 50, the 45, the 40. Still going all the way down to the Waynesville 32-yard line. Well, this Parkview defensive line, this Parkview offensive line, they are big up front. A giant hole for Hiley to run through there. So, 54 seconds left to go here in this first quarter. Parkview, after being pinned back at the 13, well, they're now at the Waynesville 32-yard line. See if Waynesville can make some adjustments here to stop this big back in Hiley. Again, two backs. Here's a handoff. New back into the ball game here. Spinning through, taken down by Myers. At about the 29 or so. Small gain on the play. Again, on that carry, that was Rodney Casper. It'll be 2nd down and 7. Might be the last play here of the quarter. 20 seconds. Parkview might have enough time here for one more play if they hurry. So again, 2nd down here and 7. Looks like they'll get this play off. 10 seconds left. 4 wide receiver set, 1 back in the backfield. That is again Casper. 5 seconds now, 3, 2. They'll get the snap off. To quarterback keeper here for James, juking around here, taken down at the 25. They'll have a 3rd down on the other side of the field when we come back for the second quarter. But again, a 2-yard touchdown run for Michael Kelsey Jr. Keeps the Tigers out in front as we move on into quarter number 2. It's 6-0 our score. Back in 60 seconds. You're listening to Waynesville Tiger Football right here on Z102.3.
Hi, this is Brad Shelton at the Marys County Bank. Every day, the Marys County Bank touches every corner of your life and supports you as you turn your life's goals into accomplishments. Whether it's purchasing your first car, opening a small business, buying a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. From your first car to a new life after retirement, the Marys County Bank is there for all your life's milestones with our full line of products. Stop by one of our 10 locations and see how the Marys County Bank can support your dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
After I drop the kids off, I have to run across town for a meeting, hit the gym during lunch. Jake has soccer tonight, and Emily has gymnastics? Oh, did I turn on the crock pot this morning?
With the never-ending to-do list, it's easy to forget something important, like setting up a life insurance plan with Shelter Insurance. Your local Shelter agent can show you how to create a safety net for your family. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
For auto, home, life, farm, or business insurance, see me, John Gregory, your Shelter Insurance agent in Crocker.
Or stop by and see me, Dave Howlett, your Shelter Insurance agent in Richland.
3rd down and 3 as we start the second quarter here in this one. 6-0 our score. Waynesville leads over Parkview here in this one, but Parkview with control of the football just outside the red zone. Ball on the Waynesville 25-yard line. A long run for Casey Hiley. Brought him out of short field. James takes a snap, hands it off here on 3rd down, but nowhere to go. See who was the carry on that play. That was actually another new back in the game. That was Benjamin Rice, a fullback. But it'll be fourth down. Fourth down territory, though. And so the Tigers with a chance to make a big stop here. Fourth down and 3. Parkview needs to get to the 22-yard line after no gain on the first play of the quarter. Here's how they'll line up. Hiley in the backfield. 3 backs. Well, let's say we got a running play upcoming here. Handoff here to Hiley. He's taken down, and that's going to be a turnover on downs. They handed it off to Hiley, but Waynesville finally able to rope this man down. They keep him to 1 yard on the play. And it'll be first down and 10 for the Tigers. I'll tell you what. Gave up the big play, but when the chips were down, Waynesville made it happen. And so they'll take over again, first down and 10 on the 25-yard line. Host of Tiger tacklers on the play, by the way. Talasi back in the game. He'll take the direct snap on first down. Bouncing to the sideline. Flag thrown on the play. He gets to the 31 or so, but this one might be coming back. Yep, holding going to be called here on Waynesville. So this should turn into a long first down here. Assume the penalty will be taken. Second time Waynesville's been flagged for holding today. Well, that'll move them back within their own red zone here. 15. Ball on the 15. First down and 20. So, long way to go here for Waynesville. They've shown they're capable, though, of moving the ball this far. Got 4 plays to do it. Pistol formation, 3 wide receivers left. Might go to the air for the first time. That's what they'll do here. Castro didn't find his first look. Instead, goes to the screen out to the right. Positive yardage here on the play, but not back to the original line of scrimmage. Just shy of the 20. On the catch. Looks like that was the tight end. That was Braylon Scott. So Scott on the reception, moves Waynesville up a little bit, turns it into a second down and 15. Looked like that play was designed to go to Ossie in the flat. Didn't like what he saw, though, so Castro immediately looking toward that second read. Found Ossie on the screen. Ossie having to do a little bit of work. Scott to find a little bit of work to get those 5 yards, but 5 yards is 5 yards. Second down and 15, 10-25 here in the 6-0 ball game. Talawasi going to try to follow Castro through the hole here, and a lot of trouble. Able to stiff arm some defenders, though. Flag is thrown. Ossie hops up here. To watch yourself a little bit. Some jabber jawing between our two sides. Flag might be on Parkview here. That was the initial indication. It's going to be a personal foul face mask called here against the Vikings. Give them an automatic first down. So again, Ossie with the stiff arm. Actually able to push him off a little bit. Able to keep him at arm's length. Leads to the face mask and leads to an automatic first down here for the Tigers. Just past where they started the drive, though. Ball's on the 28. They actually haven't reset the chains here. But it actually might just be second down, excuse me. Second down and 7 is what they've got for you. Castro takes a snap, handoff to Josh Way. He's got room to the sideline, to the 35, the 40. A flag is thrown on the play as he trips and falls up the sideline near midfield. But where does this flag come in? I'll tell you what, these flags are flying today. What's this one going to be? I fear this one might be on Waynesville. No indication just yet. Holding called against the Tigers, their third holding of the day. So that'll take away the great gain from Josh Way. Instead of going to around midfield, well, they'll be back behind the original line of scrimmage again. Well, we'll see. Flag was thrown deep into the run. Hold the phone on that. It'll actually be second down, from the spot of the foul. Second down and 2. There's a reason, why I don't give officials too much grief. It's because sometimes I get confused. But second down and 2. Manageable situation here for the Tigers, but you'd obviously much rather be around midfield. Kelsey Jr. in as the halfback. Josh Way still the wingback. 10 seconds left on the play clock here. Again, the ball's dropped. This time, Waynesville's able to fall on it. They'll have 3rd down and 2 to go. Now a flag after the play. And what's this one going to be on? This one might be for some pushing and shoving. Personal foul on Parkview. Well, tell you what, you're playing a dangerous game when you get into situations like that, but got to watch yourself personally. But it looks like something might have been said or done after the play, and that'll give Waynesville some extra yardage. So personal foul charge to the Vikings here, and that will actually move the ball from the all the way to the 47-yard line. So that's going to be the first down. Now we know for sure. First down and 10 on the Waynesville 42-yard line. Again, a drop snap, though. Second time Kelsey Jr. has dropped the snap today. Needs to keep those hands secure. 9:32, 6-0 here in the second quarter. Snap to Castro, hands it off. Josh Way again, juking back toward his left, cross midfield. Rope down, taken down in Parkview territory. Looks like it's going to be about the 48-yard line. Nope, they'll give him the 47. Oh my. The 47-yard line. Give him 1 yard extra, we'll take it. Second down and 4, gain of 6 here for Josh Way. Josh Way, newcomer to the varsity squad, 5'6", 130 pounds. Small guy, but very, very fast. Second down and 4 here. Kelsey Jr. again the direct snap. Find a run behind his big guard here. To the 45 he goes. It'll be 3rd down and short. They'll give him the 46, and it'll be 3rd down and 1. Gain of 3 on the play. Clock ticking away. Again, these two teams with their running offenses. Leads to a quick game. This ball game got started about 7 o'clock. Direct snap here to Kelsey Jr., but he's taken down about the line of scrimmage, and it looks like Waynesville's got a choice up coming here. It's going to be 4th down and maybe inches. Have a whistle here, and I think we got a water break coming up here. Nope, timeout. Taken by Waynesville. It's going to be a legit Waynesville timeout here. They've got 2 remaining. Let's take a timeout too. 4th down and 1. Ball on the Parkview 44. We'll see what they do when we come back. You're listening to Waynesville Tiger Football, Z102.3.
Baymont Inn and Suites of St. Robert invites you to enjoy all the comforts of home at the St. Robert Hotel. Conveniently located off I-44, they're only 2 miles from Fort Leonard Wood and close to the best area attractions, including 33 original miles of historic Route 66. They're a proud supporter of the community they serve, the youth, and our military families. Baymont Inn and Suites of St. Robert, located at 139 Carmel Way in St. Robert.
Coming out of the Waynesville timeout, 4th down and 1. Upcoming here for the Tigers. They are in Parkview territory here. Let's see what the Tigers do here. Might try to draw them off sides. Parkview certainly thinks so. Stacking the offensive line here. 7 men up front. Direct snap. Kelsey Jr. can't hang on to it. And he's taken down. It's another turnover on downs here for Waynesville. Another drop snap. 3rd time Kelsey Jr. has dropped the snap here today. He's got the touchdown run, but he's not helping things right now. So it'll be Parkview football. This is a Parkview team where Waynesville's been able to punch him in the mouth today a little bit. You don't want to give him free plays like that. And so the Parkview offense back out on the field. 2 backs in the backfield. Hand off to Hiley here on 1st down, but nowhere to go. He's hit at the line. Defensive line will push on through here. See if they give him the line of scrimmage. They will. 2nd down and 10. Ball on the Parkview 47-yard line. 8 minutes left to go in this second quarter now. Again, 6-0. 1 touchdown. That was Kelsey Jr. in the first quarter with about 1:16 left to go in the period. Failed PATs. A 1-score game here at the moment. Kelsey Jr.'s score is the difference. James taking the snap, looking to pass, passing on to the flat, finds Hiley. Hiley juking across the 50. He's to around the Waynesville 47. They'll swamp 47s here. It'll be 2nd down and short. Mason Perez on the tackle here for the Tigers. There is also a penalty on the play. Where's this one going? Official talking with Perez here, so might be on the Vikings. They're also talking with the quarterback, James. Nope, it's going to be on Waynesville. So instead of a third down here, we'll give extra yards. Waynesville needs to calm down with these penalties. Didn't get an indication on what it was, but judging by how many yards they got, I think it might be a personal foul. Rushing the passer will be the call, excuse me. But it is a personal foul, 15 yards. First down and 10 on the 32. Waynesville a bit too ambitious going for their first sack of the day, and so it'll be first down and 10 Vikings. James, shotgun formation, takes a snap, looking to keep it himself. Taken down in the backfield. Mason Perez getting there first. Not finishing the job, though. That was actually Isaiah Hopper who gets in there, spins him around. So Perez started it. Hopper finishes it. It's a loss of about 7. And that'll be second down and 17. So long second down situation here. Again, as the Waynesville defense has to guard in the short field. Gotten 1 turnover on downs here today. They've also gotten 1 punt. 4 wide receivers, trips to the right. Again, looking for the screen pass. Hit as the ball's caught. On the great coverage there. That was Dalen Registe. Read that screen from a mile away. Pass was caught there by the sophomore Hampton. But, again, Registe flying down, actually almost had a chance to jump that ball. He had caught that. He was gone. Those screen plays very, very dangerous. But Parkview will just lose quite a few more here. It'll be third down and 23, loss of 6 when it's all said and done. Registe, senior linebacker, 5'9", 175 pounds. Parkview going to line up trips to the left this time. Ball on the right hash. Again, third down, 23. 4-man front here for the Tigers. James takes a snap, looking toward his left here. Rolling out to his left, under pressure. Being chased down by Santana. Going to go for the middle of the field. Ball tipped. It falls incomplete. Fourth down upcoming. I think this will be a punt situation here for the Vikings. With 23 yards to go, despite being in Waynesville territory, they'll go for the coffin corner. They'll try to pin the Tigers deep. Put the Tigers on the 5-yard line, their first punt. Back in the first quarter. Waynesville gave the football up. Turned it over on that drive, but immediately the interception gave the Tigers back. The football in their red zone. That obviously led to the touchdown. Hayden Moss, Johnny Hedrick back to receive. Punt is away. Low line drive kick. Gonna hop at the 15. Actually gets a good Waynesville roll. Too much roll for Parkview. They'll roll into the end zone, and so Waynesville will get themselves a touchback. Net 25-yard punt here for the Vikings. 5:26 left to go in this second. Still 6-0 our score. Timeout for a water break. Let's take a timeout too. We'll come back here in 30 seconds. Again, like I said, 5:26 to go in a 6-0 ball game here in this second quarter. You're listening to Tiger Football, C102.3.
Again?
Yeah.
I'm on my way.
What you put off maintaining today could cost you more later on. When it comes to your vehicle's tires, it's essential for your safety and the safety of others that your tire pressure, tread, and sidewalls are in good shape. Drive with peace of mind.
A-Plus Tire and Lube has all your automotive needs covered, from inspections, oil changes, tires, brakes, and other minor repairs. Our technicians can diagnose problems you're having with your vehicle. We have all the tools and knowledge to fix you up and get you back on the road. Stop in today, 615 Historic Route 66 West in Waynesville.
So coming back after the water break timeout. 5:26 left to go here in the half. First down and 10 for the Waynesville Tigers. Forced out a Parkview punt. Got him in a fourth down and 23 situation. Parkview no choice but to punt it away. Good Parkview roll, but too much on it. Flew into the end zone, and so again, a net 25-yard punt. Waynesville will start from the pistol. Low snap. Castro having to try to run it down all the way to the 10. Able to finally pick it up, but it's going to be a huge loss as again, Waynesville gives Parkview a free play. It's been their problem today, their main problem. They've moved the football as long as they get the snap. That time it's on the center. Castro didn't have much of a chance for it. Able to get his hands on that football. Luck could even run it down. That could have been disastrous. So a loss of 11 here, second down and 21. It's been a problem for Waynesville for a couple of seasons now. Gonna line up, wing back. Rashad Joshua, direct snap to Aussie. Some bodies in the backfield, but he breaks through. He's to the 20. He's going to be back to the original line of scrimmage and some more. He's got the first down to the 40, the 45. Jukes back to his left, all the way across midfield. Tallahassee comes back strong. Like I said, when Waynesville gets the snap, Waynesville moves the football. And there you go, Tallahassee, who's really been the guy here today. He's been the bulk of the yardage. 35 yards for a first down and 10. Ball on the Parkview 46-yard line. Nothing fires me up like a nice strong run, especially when you have to break through or get away from some defenders in the backfield. That's exactly what Aussie did there. There's a quick snap here. Ball dropped, not ready for it. I think that's going to be a false start. And it'll be first down and 15 here for the Tigers. Aussie in no way ready for that one. I think it'll actually be false start here on the center. And so, back him up, back into Waynesville territory on the Tiger 49-yard line. 4:22 now left to go in the half. Getting 6-0. 2 yards, Michael Kelsey Jr.'s. Castro runs in the play from the sideline here. Getting a great showing from the Waynesville students today, off to my left. Getting that sun behind the trees, so it should start to cool down. Going to start feeling really nice. Direct snap to Aussie once more, looking like the same play here, trying to follow his big man Shepard through the line. Gets past the 45 in Parkview's side of the field. Solid gain here to at least bring it back to a second down and 8. Gain of 7 on the play. Second down and 8 here, but again, back in Parkview territory. New player in the ball game, by the way. Charlie Getz in at tight end. Direct snap again to Aussie, but he lost control of it. Picks it up in the backfield, though. He's being chased down by a lot of Vikings. He'll eventually be taken down. We're back in the Waynesville territory on another busted snap. Back to the 45 we go. 5th time Waynesville has fumbled the football on a snap. They've lost it once today. They've fallen on it the other 4 times. But now it's 3rd down and 19. 3:05 left to go. Second quarter, 4 wide receiver set. Got Josh Way, you've got Getz, you've got Scott. Got one more out there as well. That looks like Tyquez Jones. Going to throw it out to the flat, though. Kelsey Jr. past midfield, but he's going to be taken down. It'll be 4th down and long. Might be a Waynesville punt coming up. Castro does find his man, but it's too far to go. Whistle here, and it looks like a timeout might be taken here by Parkview. So Parkview going to take a timeout. We'll take one, too. 2:42 left to go in this first half. 6-0 our score. Waynesville leads Parkview. You're listening to Tiger Football, Z102.3.
Pests can really bug you. I know they bug me, but you can get rid of all types of pests and protect your family, home, and environment by calling the folks at A to Z Exterminating. A to Z Exterminating provides the best pet and human-friendly treatments 7 days a week and education to help you keep your home pest-free. And of course, reasonable prices. A to Z Exterminating for your home or lawn, whether it's an emergency or you want to schedule an appointment, call today at 573-336-4448. A to Z Exterminating, offering the best service throughout the area.
Mechanic. Oh, yeah, the blue sedan. Yeah, you brought that in when? Like 2 days ago? Oh, yeah, 2 weeks ago. I got 3 of my best men on it now. Hey, Ronnie, turn up the tunes and pass the nachos. Work time was yesterday.
Your life can't wait. That's why here at Action Automotive of St. Robert, we take time to walk you through what's going on with your vehicle and come up with an affordable solution. From engine overhauls to oil changes, Action Automotive of St. Robert has you covered. Action Automotive St. Robert.
Back after the timeout taken by Parkview. 4th down and 14 here for the Tigers. See if they punt this one away from the quick kick formation. That's what they'll do. Castro to kick. Short kick here. Fair catch called. Picked up at about the 16-yard line or so. So the Vikings will have to go about 84 yards here with 2:35 left to go in this half. 6-0 score. Again, just the one touchdown in this first half. Waynesville's moved the football, but so far it's been self-inflicted mistakes. Penalty flags and drop snaps have really been the crux for the Tigers today. Again, like I said, 5 busted snaps today. Handful of penalties. Did lose track of those. But self-inflicted mistakes. Here's a quick pass on first down for the Vikings. Pass was caught. Down to around the first down marker. Might be a little bit short here. on the catch. That was Isaiah Hampton. Flag on the play, though. See where this one falls. Parkview backing up here. Looks like it might be holding. No indication, but they are set to mark it off here against the Vikings. So Waynesville catching a break there. One thing Waynesville's done good on the defensive side, they've kept the big man out of the game, Jameel Johnson. Yet to make a catch here in this ballgame. They've tried, they've lined him up. But Waynesville so far has been able to take away that particular option. They've gotten burned in other ways. Again, Casey Hiley has slashed him a few times for big gains. But Waynesville's looked good against the pass today. First down and 15, ball now on the 11, 2:28 left to go in the half. 4 wide receivers, 1 back in the backfield. That is again Hiley. Looking to pass, James flushed out of the pocket, moving toward his left, has to throw it quickly. Pass is underthrown. Trying to find Anthony Nunda on the play, and that's going to set up second down and 15. On the rush there, by the way, coming from the left side of the line, that was Idil Santana Horta. Broke through, chased him down. Forced James out of the pocket. Had to check down, tried to find his check down man, but again, pass was underthrown, perhaps because he was coming across his body. Left-handed quarterback. Again, for the record, 3 wide receivers left. Again, James looking to pass, going deep down the sideline, trying to find Johnson. Jump ball incomplete. No flags, I see, and so he'll set up third down and 15. Johnson wanted the flag. He's not going to get it. We know Waynesville in previous weeks, previous seasons, namely last season, pass interference was a problem. Waynesville sometimes has a habit of not turning around when that ball's in the air. Not this time, though. Really good coverage. Johnson got tripped up a little bit, though, but not enough to get the flag. So third down and 15. 2:12 left to go in the half now. Again, 6-0. Favor of Waynesville. 3 wide receivers left. James again looking to run this one. Looking toward the sideline here. He's past the original line of scrimmage. Goes out of bounds. And it'll be fourth down. Parkview most likely going to punt this one away. Fortunately, though, for Waynesville, and something to note there, James did take that ball out of bounds, so they can't run off any clock here. So Waynesville might get a final look here to try to make this a 2-score game before the half. Again, they can't run off any clock. It is fourth down and 6. It was a gain of 9 for James. 2 men back to receive. Again, Hedrick and Most. Snap is good. Kick is away. End over end punt. Fielded by Most at about the 49-yard line. He'll take it across into Parkview territory. Stiff arms one defender, but a short gain after all is said and done. Gets to about the Parkview 45-yard line. So 2 timeouts remaining here for the Tigers. 1:58 to work with. Need to go 45 yards. And so, again, we'll see if Waynesville can punch this football in. Castro in the ball game. Aussie in as well. You've got Getz out there at tight end. Josh Way is going to be your wing back. Carter Pondrum on the line. Also have out there Kyle Wilking, Ian Shepard, of course. Trying to punch through. Pistol formation, 4 wide receivers, 2 to each side. Castro looking to pass. Steps up in the pocket. Hit as he throws. That ball is caught! Off the tip. Parkview got a hand on it, but falling down and making the grab, Rashad Josh Way for a big gain. So somehow Waynesville finds a way. That ball was underthrown just a little bit. Parkview got a hand on it, falling backwards on the coverage. Had a chance to pick that off. That was Jalen King, a senior defensive back, but he tips it up into the air and falling down in the right place at the right time was Rashad Joshway. Big game, ball now first down and 10 on the 25. Here's a direct snap to Aussie on first down and 10. He's got some room through the gap. He's going toward the left sideline. He breaks through into the secondary. He's within the red zone to about the 10 or 8-yard line. Knocking on the door here, 1:31 now still on the clock and still 2 timeouts. Waynesville's in a great spot here. 17 yards on the carry for Aussie. As they'll come quickly to the line. Again, Aussie is the back. Joshua in the wingback slot. Direct snap here to Aussie, moving toward his right. To the 5. He's toward the pylon. Hear the Tiger roar. Touchdown, Waynesville. Tawasi finds the end zone for the first time today. An 8-yard touchdown run with 1:22 on the clock. And Waynesville will take a 2-score lead here at 12-0. We haven't had any problems today moving the football. It's all been self-inflicted today. But there you go. A pass, a catch, a run, another run. 3 plays to go 45 yards. Took him about 30 seconds on the drive, and we'll see Waynesville go for 2. So gonna abandon the PAT here, trying to make this 14. I'll see in the backfield. It's a direct snap. Trying to power on through. Is he in? Yes, he is. 2-point conversion is good. So, an 8-yard touchdown run for Tawasi. And the Waynesville Tigers, they take themselves a 2-score lead, a score of 14-0. We'll come back in 60 seconds, 1:22 left to go in the half. You're listening to Waynesville Tiger Football, Z102.3.
For over 50 years, Post Pawn in St. Robert has been offering the best prices in the area on firearms, ammunition, and shooting and reloading supplies. Also, find new and used military clothing and gear, as well as pre-owned power tools and compound bows, and new and used musical instruments and supplies. Get a 90-day layaway on anything. And if you have your guns shipped to Post Pawn or selling them to another individual, they only charge a $25 transfer fee. That's Post Pawn in the Gateway Shopping Center in St. Robert.
As the road you travel changes, so can your insurance needs. Talking with Farmers Insurance Agent Linda Tanner can help you assess whether you're ready for the journey ahead. Call Farmers Agent Linda Tanner today at 573-426-3241. That's Farmers Insurance Agent Linda Tanner, 573-426-3241.
We are farmers. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
An 8-yard touchdown run for Tawasi today. His first of the day, second of the season. Tigers lead by 14 over Parkview. 1:22 left to go in the half. Tyrell Finn set to kick it away. 2 men back to receive for the Vikings. Another solid kick here for Finn. End over end, taken about the 5-yard line. Anthony Nunda on the return here. Going to look to return it up the middle of the field. He's got a little bit of a push behind him here. Still on his feet, but they're going to call for momentum at about the 25-yard line. Tigers flying to the football here. It's a return of about 20 yards. 1:13 left to go here in this first half. Both teams, 2 timeouts remaining here in this one. Again, a quick Waynesville drive. Pass, a catch. 17 yards for Tawasi. And he finds 8 yards to find himself the end zone toward the right pylon. Getting it done quickly here, but now need one more stop on the defensive side here to take this 2-score lead into the locker rooms. 4 wide receivers set. Johnson, the lone wide receiver on the right. Hiley in the backfield. It's going to be a pitch out to Hiley. Going toward the sideline here, but there's a lot of Tiger tacklers on the scene. And he's going to be tackled for a loss here. Mason Perez, first one to the football. Also on the tackle there, looks like Thomas Reynolds got in there as well. Dalen Registe, I think, was in there as the cavalry, just in case those two need a little bit of extra help. So a loss on the play here, actually a loss of, wow, I didn't even notice that. Loss of 9 yards. Second down and 19 upcoming here. That's the dangerous thing about those pitch outs. Now we'll have a timeout here taken by Waynesville. So Waynesville going to take themselves a timeout. They've got 1 remaining. 54 seconds left to go here. We'll actually keep it through the timeout. Kind of talk my way through a little bit of it. As I go ahead and remind you about what we've got coming up next week. We've got a football game and we've got a softball game for you next week. Of course, you've been listening along here on Z102.3, the Frisco League Softball Tournament. Championship game should be getting going over there in Lakeway. 3 games today. Unfortunately, couldn't cover those because of our commitments here to Waynesville. But we've got a Frisco League softball game next week. Richland and Lakeway. I will be in Richland, or at least I'll try to make my way on out to Richland. Might be a surprise for the AD. Have to contact her soon. But pull back the curtain a little bit. But we'll be in Richland on that Thursday. And then on Friday, I'll hit the road once again. Waynesville Tiger football at Camdenton. Check and see how the Lakers are doing here today. The Lakers taking on Kickapoo. I believe that game in Camdenton. So that game's going to be at Camdenton next week. Be my first time seeing that football field. I've actually seen it a few times. A gorgeous location down in that valley. But that's where we'll be. 7 o'clock start, 6:30 pregame, right here, Z102.3. So 54 seconds here after the Waynesville timeout. Second down and 17, actually. Looking for the quick pass here, looking for the slant route, but it's thrown behind his intended target. Trying to find Eric McGinnis, a junior. But the ball's again behind him, so it falls incomplete. That'll stop the clock here. It's third down. Waynesville might get another shot at it here. I don't expect Parkview to do too much with it here. They might take a shot, but they need to be going for the home run here. Again, it's 17 yards to the first down marker. Need to get to the Parkview 34-yard line. Waynesville does have one timeout. They might try to make him burn that timeout. So 3 wide receivers right. Hiley in the backfield. It is a pitch out to Hiley. Tripped and falls in the backfield. Who got to him there? How about it? How about Cabrine Matthews? Junior defensive lineman with the big stop here. That's going to lead to a Waynesville timeout. Their final one of the half. 41 seconds here left to go in this half. So Waynesville perhaps looking for a third touchdown here before the clock expires, before we go into the locker rooms. Solid defensive possession here means it'll be 14-0 with 41 seconds left to go. I'll talk to this timeout as well. Again, big thank you to all of our sponsors here. Make this broadcast possible. Give them one more live read, perhaps at halftime. Make sure you stick around at halftime. I won't have exact stats for you. Got a one-man operation this year, so already got enough to check on. We'll go over your scoring summary. We'll talk about things. We'll give you some keys to the second half. We'll also take a look at some area scores. We should see some scores start coming in here. We might be one of the quicker games in the area. 2 running offenses for the most part today. But we'll see what scores we can find. Again, some important games for not only the district, but the conference here tonight. Waynesville, their first foray into Class 6. So, 4th down and 24. Parkview lined up to punt. Most and Hedrick back to receive. Punting from the edge of the end zone. Pinned back deep. Waynesville going for the block, not going to find it. Punt is away. Going to be fielded here at about the 40-yard line. A little bit of room to run here. Moss trying to find the right sideline. Jukes back to his left, hit from behind. Does take it to about the 35, 34-yard line, though. So Waynesville with the short field. They have no timeouts. They're going to have to run very, very quickly here, or just look for the home run. But one more chance here to score before the halftime break. I'll place it actually at the 33. Even when I try to broaden my horizons, I'm always 1 yard off. It's actually scary how consistent that is. The Waynesville line up here, pistol formation, 3 wide receivers left. Josh Way, Brandon Howard. Looks like also Braylon Scott out there to the left. Castro looking to throw here. He's going to go for it deep. He's going to go for the end zone. It's going to be a jump ball here. Ball is dropped. It falls incomplete. Intended receiver on the play. That was Rashad Joshway. But that'll lead to 2nd down and 10. 25 seconds left to go. Waynesville might just try it again here. Like I said, they might be going for the home run play. Why not? It'll hurt the completion percentage. Obviously, if the ball's dropped. Catch it, it'll help it. And you get 6 points. But it's kind of you're playing with house money right now. Obviously, can't give up the interception. But why not try it? Here's a 4 wide receiver set, 2 to each side. Again, Castro looking to pass. Rolls out to his left under pressure. Might just try to tuck it and run. No, he's going to go for the end zone again. Trying to find Josh Way. That ball is again dropped. A great ball there from Castro in the back of the end zone. But Josh Way just unable to haul it in. Wow. That was a good ball from Castro on his run to the left. Caught it over the Parkview defender on the coverage out there. I think that was trying to get a number. It looks like that might have been number 20, Zorian Black. Got beat deep in the coverage. There's a penalty. It's going to be a block in the back here, charged to Waynesville. So, Parkview does have 2 timeouts remaining. It is 3rd down. Actually, they accept the penalty here. Might still be 2nd down. Well, hold on. We'll see where they indicate it. We'll see if they place it. But it's going to be 3rd down and 10. We'll see if Waynesville opts to run here and try to burn a Parkview timeout. Actually, hold on here. You still haven't marked it off. Waynesville was coming up to the football like they were ready to run the play. I don't know if they actually knew the flag was thrown. Now they'll call it the Parkview coach here from the sideline. What's the call here, boys? Holding against Waynesville. Penalty is declined, and so it will be 3rd down and 10. So there you go. 19 seconds left to go here in the half. Oh, there was also 2 penalties on the play. It was an illegal forward pass. So great ball there from Castro. Too bad it was illegal. It was ahead of the line of scrimmage there. That penalty will be accepted. So mark him off 5 yards here. 3rd down and 15. That's what was the holdup. So again, pistol formation here, 4 wide receivers. Castro going to send a man in motion to his right. Snap to Castro. Again, looking to pass. 3-step drop, going sideline, has a man, but again, it's thrown just too far to the right. Trying to find his man, Charlie gets out there up the right sideline, and so it'll be 4th down and 15, 13 seconds left to go here in the half. So, Waynesville taking 3 tries at it. Weren't able to hit Pater. Again, had no timeout, so running not necessarily an option there. Unless you found the big run. Big run, then a spike, and then try it again. But ultimately, I think we'll see Waynesville just try to pin Parkview back here with as little time on the clock as possible. See what we do here. Kelsey Jr. in the backfield. Josh Way, Castro going to back up here. Parkview now going to try to send a man back. Flag is thrown. Good thing, too. Ball was bobbled. It's false start here. No delay of game here on Waynesville. Didn't even notice the play clock. They'll back him up 5 yards. Might be the worst thing. Again, you're trying to pin him deep here. So that does give you a little bit of breathing room. Castro has proven to be a fairly proficient punter. Not a whole lot of shanks. Soon we'll try it again here. Again, ball on the 38. It's 4th down and 20. Again, 10 seconds left. Ball's again dropped. Castro going to have to try to carry it. Actually does get past the 45. Flag is thrown. So this flag going to be as another 6 seconds run off the clock. I'll tell you what here. If it's on Waynesville, Parkview might just decline and take the football. Face mask against Parkview. Personal foul. Well, with 4 seconds here. With 4 seconds. And still in control of the football, I don't think you have to punt anymore. I think you can just go for the flow. I think you can just go for the end zone again. I don't think there's any reason at this point. The final play should take about 4 seconds. Ball's on the 29 too. Yeah, take a chance on it. 4th down and 5. So that might be a big face mask penalty here. Waynesville will line up here. But now a whistle. Coming from the official here. Be the delay here. Actually, clock started to run. Actually at 0. Would the clock keep running? Nobody's been sent back yet. Now they'll put 3 seconds back up on the clock. This has been a bit wacky. Okay, 4 seconds back on the clock. Clock should have never ran. That was the problem. And now another whistle here and a timeout taken by Parkview. So, a timeout here. 4 seconds left to go in the half. Waynesville going to take one more chance at the end zone, it seems. Actually, we're shifting formations. Trying to call an audible at the line, but Parkview using one of their last 2 timeouts. They've got 1 remaining. Maybe talk some things over here. So again, Waynesville was all set to punt this football away. A bobbled snap, which has been such a problem for Waynesville today, leads to Castro trying to run the football. Gets a solid gain, about 7 yards or so. Wouldn't have been enough for the first down. It would have been a turnover on downs. But they commit a face mask penalty, personal foul, to put Waynesville back within 4th down territory. Been some costly penalties today on both sides of the ball. This time, certainly helps Waynesville. So we'll come out of the timeout here. Again, ball's now on the 29. See the personnel that lines up here. Brandon Howard, Charlie Getz, Braylon Scott, all lined up outside. Rashad Joshua as well. One back in the backfield. That's Kelsey Jr. And again, Castro, shotgun formation. Snap is to Castro, looking toward his left. Time in the pocket, going to go for the end zone. Has a man, but that ball is going to fall incomplete. And there'll be a 2-score lead here for Waynesville at the break. So 4 tries at the end zone, none of them find the mark, but 2 touchdown runs for the Waynesville Tigers. I mean, they will lead at the half. They lead the Parkview Vikings a score of 14-0. So, hey, we're going to take ourselves a couple minutes. We'll come back. We'll go over your scoring summary. Again, we'll go over some keys to the game. And then, of course, we'll take a look at some other area scores as well. Again, a few ranked games here and there. Not a lot of ranked versus ranked, but we'll see what we can find. We'll see if we can find some other Ozark Conference scores as well. But 20 minutes on the clock. We'll come back in a few minutes. You're listening to Waynesville Tiger Football right here on Z102.3.
Shuggy's Fashion and Beauty Supplies in St. Robert sells cosmetics, clothing, and accessories for women. Miss Shuggy is kind and knowledgeable about hair and related products, gives great deals, and can also special order items. Shuggy's Fashion and Beauty Supplies offers a wide selection of beauty supplies, hair accessories, purses, pictures, and even men's products. Open 9 to 7 every day but Sunday, Shuggy's Fashion and Beauty Supplies is a hidden gem in St. Robert. Check out Shuggy's Fashion and Beauty Supplies today at 1018 Missouri Avenue in St. Robert.
Seeger Toyota of St. Robert is the place to go to find just the right pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV. We have over 22 different makes in stock and over 200 units available, with over 70 being Toyotas. So if you've not been able to find what you want or need, it could be we have it right here and ready for you. And if you just want to sell one of your vehicles, for whatever reason, we buy cars every day and with less hassle than those online companies. Plus, we deliver on our promises and have been for over 50 years. That's Seeger Toyota of St. Robert, next to Walmart and at SeegerToyota.net.
As the years go by, everything gets older. Even the new seeds just planted. Getting older means getting wiser. And in the banking business, that means keeping up with the times. For 112 years, the Bank of Crocker has met the needs of the Fort Wood area and exceeded those needs with the most modern banking services available. With Android and Apple mobile banking apps. And at bankofcrocker.com, online banking is a click away no matter where you are. Personal hometown service, however, has not changed. That's one thing that's stayed the same as the Bank of Crocker turns 112. The Bank of Crocker, with 4 locations in Crocker, Richland, Waynesville, and St. Robert. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Life giver. Nurturer.
Hero. Best friend.
They were our happy place, our inspiration. They were who helped create the fabric of our own existence. And now they're gone, but not ever forgotten.
At Memorial Chapels and Crematory, respecting your wishes, serving your family, and keeping your memories safe is what matters most to us.
Are you tired of all the games that other furniture stores play? At Paul's Furniture, we've got the biggest name brands at the guaranteed lowest prices. You come in, you're going to see that price on it. The next time you come in, it's going to be the exact same price because we always have the best deals, the best prices, and the biggest name brands with free delivery. We're going to do whatever it takes to earn your business at Paul's Furniture. That's what's made us the #1 furniture store in Pulaski and Phelps County for the last 30 years. Or if you're tired of the games that others play, come see us at Paul's Furniture.
We all have our faves.
I love baseball.
I love football. But there's one thing we all love.
Pizza!
If you need to satisfy that competitive appetite, we got your slice right here.
Domino's Pizza in St. Robert during and after the game. Try the perfect combo deal. Pizza, side, and a drink for $19.99. Call in for our carry-out special. 1 topping pizza for $7.99. Domino's Mix and Match is only $6.99. Check it out online at Domino's.com or call your order in at 573-336-3400. Domino's Pizza, 213 St. Robert Boulevard.
Get prepaid Visa cards with the purchase of batteries at your Napa Parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply. Buy 1 Legend or Legend Premium AGM battery, claim a $20 Visa gift card. Get a AAA battery and get a $25 prepaid Visa card. And get a $25 Visa card with the purchase of a select Bosch lithium-ion battery. Get online rebates with Avalanche refrigerant and save 30% on stop leak, conventional motor oil, synthetic and heavy-duty diesel engine oil, all with sale prices this month. Get the good stuff 7 days a week at St. Robert Auto Supply off Missouri Avenue.
quick tow?
On-Site Towing and Recovery provides 24-hour local towing and accident recovery services. On-Site Towing and Recovery, the only number you need to know. 573-337-4474, where you always get 5-star service.
Back here once more at Tiger Stadium in Waynesville, where we are in the halftime break, about 18 minutes actually, with the added 3 minutes on here before we get going with the third quarter. 14-0 our score. The Waynesville Tigers, they currently lead the Parkview Vikings here in this one. Connor Harbert here with you, Z102.3, as we start our halftime coverage. Well, we first take a look at the scoring summary in this one. Not a long scoring summary, but a scoring summary that you certainly like to see if you are the Waynesville Tigers. 2 touchdown runs here in this one. The first one came in the first quarter. It was Michael Kelsey Jr. who took it in from 2 yards. A minute 16 remaining in the quarter. Made it 6-0 again after a failed PAT. The first time we've seen Waynesville try a PAT in 2 seasons. But the second quarter came around, and after a few backs and forths and heres and theres, it was an 8-yard touchdown run for Tau Ossie. A very quick drive, about 50 seconds that drive took. Were in Parkview territory from the get-go, but a passing catch, a 17-yard Tau Ossie run, and then an 8-yard Tau Ossie run. Got him in the end zone for the first time in this game, second time this season, and after a converted 2-point conversion, it was a halftime score of 14-0. Waynesville did get a final chance. Unfortunately, a few deep balls to the end zone came up a little bit short. So Waynesville, so far, pitching a shutout here. The defense, they've given up some big plays here and there, but I really like what we've seen, the adjustments, the moves they've made to try to limit the opportunities for the big running back here for Parkview. That, of course, being Casey Hiley. Hiley came out. He's just a sophomore. He'll be a big name for the Vikings for years to come. But Hiley came out, kind of punched Waynesville in the mouth a little bit, kind of challenged him to make a play on him. I don't know what kind of exact changes. I will say I'm not much of a defensive mind, more of a quarterback myself. You remember the joke from last year. But when it's all said and done, I like what I've seen. They're getting behind the line of scrimmage. They haven't had much of a passing game today, Parkview has, and it's really because you are flushing them out of the pocket. Not nearly as many sacks as we saw against Glendale. They are getting the ball away, but they're forcing bad throws, and the secondary has been there so far today. I think it's about a 50% completion percentage right now for starting quarterback Cayman James. And, of course, on offense, well, you got one major negative. It's self-inflicted mistakes here at the moment. You've gotten a few fumbles. You've lost one of them here today. But you got to have a secure snap. It all starts with the snap. If you have a bad snap, whether it be on the quarterback, it be on the running back, on those direct snaps, it be on the center, you got to complete the exchange or else the play is going nowhere from the get-go. It did work out on the final one. Gave you one more last chance at the end zone before the half, but you can't play with fire like that. Not every drop snap is going to lead to a positive. And remember, it was a Parkview penalty. It was going to originally be a turnover on down. So if you clean that up, Waynesville is moving the ball very, very well. Tau Ossie has really been the guy here today. Do think he is the leading rusher here at the moment. I think there's really no question about that for the Tigers. You've also had a few nice pitches and catches. Again, the one on the touchdown drive in the second quarter, it was deflected by Parkview, but there's been some pretty good balls thrown here today by Castro. I certainly think it's something that you can keep going to in the second half. That hasn't always been the case. Sometimes we sit up here and we say, well, maybe it's time to abandon the passing game. I don't think that's necessarily the case here today. I don't think you're going to be taking many more shots deep. I don't really think that's been there. I know Castro was kind of let down a little bit by his receivers. A couple of those balls were uncatchable. It was kind of 50-50 on whose fault it was, but I think you got to keep it to those short passes. Obviously, look toward the flat. You might have Ossie again. You can obviously get Michael Kelsey Jr. out there in the flat as well. You can try to find one of your big tight ends in Getz or Scott. You don't have to abandon it. And, of course, it always sets up your running game as well if you do have Parkview thinking about the pass. So, ultimately, I think it's a pretty good first down for Waynesville. You just have to clean up a few of those self-inflicted mistakes, and I think they'll be ready to come back out here and keep adding on to this lead. Of course, we'll see what some halftime adjustments are made on both sides of the balls. We're about 11 minutes away. The Waynesville High School Marching Band, their first performance of the season in front of their home crowd. Definitely love to see it. Like I said in the pregame, leaving my house this morning, this field, on top of a large hill. I actually also live on top of a large hill. Could hear them all the way from my house. So that was a lot of fun there. It kind of hyped me up for our first home game here this season, and so far it's delivered. Having a whole lot of fun here. I think the crowd's having a whole lot of fun as well. Big thank you to our sponsors. Did promise them a live read here during the halftime break. Big thank you to Life Care Center, Post Pond, Action Automotive, Air Serv, Baymont Inn, Bates Self Storage, Edward Wilson, A to Z Exterminating, A Plus Tire and Lube, On-Site Towing and Recovery, Farmers Insurance Agent Linda Tanner, Mary's County Bank, Sugi's Fashion and Beauty Supply, Seeger Toyota, Bank of Crocker, Waynesville Memorial Chapel, Edmores Ford and St. Robert, Shelter Mutual Insurance Agent Hallett and Gregory, Paul's Furniture, St. Robert Auto Supply, and of course Domino's Pizza in St. Robert. So let's take ourselves another break. It's going to be about a 3-4 minute break. When we come back, well, let's take a look at some area scores. Don't have a whole lot of info other than scores, and I'll tell you what, not every score has come in. Like I said, I think we're pretty much one of the first games here at the half, and that's usually when you get your first update. But we will see what we can find. In fact, there are a couple of interesting scores that we've been able to find and, well, glean from social media and beyond. So we'll talk about that again here in about 3-4 minutes. Not 13 minutes left to go in this halftime period. Waynesville leads this one 14-0 over Parkview. Back in a flash, you're listening to Waynesville Tiger Football, Z102.3.
You have the right to choose when you're in an accident and your insurance company directs you to a particular body shop. This message is brought to you by Ed Wilson Auto Works. Put your trust in one of Pulaski County's longest-standing independent repair professionals. That's Ed Wilson Auto Works in downtown Waynesville.
We care for them.
Hey, Mr. Gibson. Good morning.
Hey there, honey.
Take wonderful care of them.
All right, here's your morning meds and your coffee, just how you like it. 1 cream, 2 sugars.
And we'll go to the ends of the earth to protect them. You can count on that.
Life Care Center of Waynesville believe in treating patients and residents as family members, focusing on inpatient and outpatient rehabilitation with 24-hour skilled nursing care. We are proud to also offer a secured Alzheimer's and dementia care unit, 700 Birch Lane in the heart of Waynesville.
Some people are always too hot.
Whew, it's hot in here. Is it just me or is it hot in here?
Other people are always too cold.
I'm cold. It's cold in here. Aren't you cold?
And sometimes both of those kinds of people are in your house at the same time. How do you make everyone happy? With some help from the heating and cooling professionals.
Air Serv Heating and Air Conditioning in Mid-Missouri, 573-433-3613. Your Mid-Missouri air conditioning and heating experts. Breathe easy, live better. Locally owned, proudly operated.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Now's a great time to discover all the advantages Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert has to offer. The Discover Summer Sales event is going on now, and they've got their largest selection in years with more vehicles on the way. Go anywhere, do anything SUVs. And Ford F-150, America's best-selling truck. They've got them all, now with their best deals of summer, and they're paying top dollar for your trade. For a great selection and big savings, visit Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert today and find out what it means to be backed by Morse.
Is this the sound your garage and closets make every time you open the door? Does it look like Dr. Whoopi is trying to retrieve his 3D BB? Bates Self Storage of St. Robert can help declutter and de-stress your life. Storage units start at just $17 per month, the lowest price in the area. Located on VFW Memorial Drive, just a mile from the main gate in St. Robert. Rent by the month or by the year to receive a discounted rate. Bates Self Storage, 797 VFW Memorial Drive, unit starting at $17 a month.
Hi, this is Brad Shelton at the Marys County Bank. Every day, the Marys County Bank touches every corner of your life and supports you as you turn your life's goals into accomplishments. Whether it's purchasing your first car, opening a small business, buying a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. From your first car to a new life after retirement, the Marys County Bank is there for all your life's milestones with our full line of products. Stop by one of our 10 locations and see how the Marys County Bank can support your dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
After I drop the kids off, I have to run across town for a meeting, hit the gym during lunch. Jake has soccer tonight, and Emily has gymnastics? Oh, did I turn on the crock pot this morning?
With the never-ending to-do list, it's easy to forget something important, like setting up a life insurance plan with Shelter Insurance. Your local Shelter agent can show you how to create a safety net for your family. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
For auto, home, life, farm, or business insurance, see me, John Gregory, your Shelter Insurance agent in Crocker.
Or stop by and see me, Dave Howlett, your Shelter Insurance agent in Richland.
And once again, welcome back here to Tiger Stadium here in Waynesville. We are about 8 minutes away from getting going here with the second half. The Tigers, they lead the Parkview Vikings 14-0. Here in this one, certainly an encouraging first half. They'll look for more when we come back out of the locker rooms. Remember, Waynesville will receive the ball. To start off the second half, they deferred. They won the toss. They deferred to the second half. Parkview chose to receive. And so, Waynesville will have a chance once more to go up 3 scores here in this game. They'll likely have to do it from a little bit farther out than what they had at the end of the first half. But you certainly will like the opportunity to make this a 3-score game in the third quarter. But again, 2 touchdown runs here today for Waynesville. 1 for Michael Kelsey Jr., 1 for Tao Ossie. Kelsey Jr.'s run came at the end of the first quarter. Ossie's came at the end of the second quarter. And so, well, we'll see what happens when we come out of the break. But again, before we took that break, I promised you we'd take a look at some area scores, and we actually do have quite a few results. Unfortunately, some of the more interesting results, some of the games we were really wanting to watch here today, namely the Ozark Conference, have not come in yet, although one of them I am fairly certain what we will see later on when we do get that score. But hey, we'll just start from the top here. We've got plenty of time to go down the list. So again, your state-ranked games here today. Here's a game for you. Number 1 ranked Lamar. Of course, the Tigers of Lamar, dynasty down there, off near my hometown. They are in Class 2. They're in a battle right now with Rogersville. 7-6 here at the half. Do you believe Rogersville is Class 3? I do believe. And so that is a cross-class battle. But right now, it is Lamar leading by 1. Also, Marionville, Willow Springs, we don't have a score from that. That's a Class 1 game for you. Webb City, number 4 in Class 5. They are currently in a fight here with Carl Junction. They lead that one, though, by a score of 21-14. Tipton, unranked Tipton, although they did receive votes in the most recent Class 1 poll. They are all over number 4 Lincoln, 20-0. Here's a district score for you, our first really important score. Number 6 Nixa, of course, ranked in Class 6. They are leading Neosho by 9. That is a second quarter score, 26-17. Neosho, a pass-heavy offense, but it's Nixa who does lead that one at the moment. Here's a final from yesterday. Republic, they defeat Waynesville's district rival Ozark. Final score 41-14 in that one. Republic state ranked at the Class 5 level. In a battle of 2 ranked teams, this is one of our few. Actually, this might be our only. It is our only state-ranked matchup. It's number 9 Nevada. Omar. I'll mention that every week this year, but they are leading number 6 Reed Spring 18-7. That is in the second quarter. So right now, Nevada, the Tigers out in front. There's a little bit of Tigers solidarity there. Meanwhile, back in Waynesville's district, number 8 Joplin, ranked in Class 6. They have defeated Willard. That game was played yesterday, so that's been final for a long time. No score from Lebanon and Hillcrest, although, like I said, do believe that's going to be a rather dominant Lebanon win, but no score from Lebanon. And then no score from Bolivar and Rolla. That's one of the ones I really want to see here today. The Liberators, they are ranked in Class 4. They are number 9. They currently are taking on Rolla, who of course is in Class 5, but no score just yet from there. I'll see if I can dig a little bit deeper, see if I can find that score for you. And then finally, our final state-ranked game. This was a final. Mount Vernon, number 9. They defeat Monette. That's a Class 3 game, 42-7. Other area games, including an Ozark Conference game, Kickapoo leads Camdenton here at the half. So it looks like Kickapoo's been able to reload after losing that rather sizable senior class here. They lead the Lakers 21-14. Remember, the Lakers next week's opponent for Waynesville. Cassville leads Aurora 15-0 at the half. Fairgrove no score with Central here at the moment. Again, Waynesville not as important to see what Central is doing. Central no longer in Waynesville's district, but no score there. Ava They are leading Stratford 22-0 at the half. No score from Glendale and West Plains. No score here from Parkview at Waynesville. Spoiler alert, it's 14-0 Waynesville, but no score here in my source. Branson 14, Carthage 7. That is a Class 5 game, of course. No score from Seneca at Springfield Classic. Hollister leading East Newton 12-6 at the half. McDonald County leading Marshfield 14-0. Kabul leads Skyline 14-0. Buffalo at Forsyth. That is no score. Mountain Grove at El Dorado Springs. No score there. Pierce City at Diamond. No score. Stockton is leading Miller 14-0 in the second quarter. Coxey defeated Clever 40-6. That was the final yesterday. Adrian is at Liberty today. No score from that one. Knob Noster leads Salem 24-0 at the half. Fayette at Houston. No score there. Thayer leads Salem out of Arkansas. They are playing Arkansas today, or at least Salem from Arkansas. They lead 14-12 in the second quarter. Warsaw leads Versailles 27-20 at the half. Windsor at Colcamp, Lincoln at Tipton again. Actually, that's a state-ranked game. We already talked about that one. They listed it twice. Drexel leading Lockwood 30-20 at the half. Rich Hill leads Jasper 38-12 at the half. That is an 8-man game, I do believe. Greenfield at Liberal, Northwest Hughesville at Osceola, and Oric at College Heights. No scores in all of those. So that is your entire list of area games. Obviously, not the whole state. I don't think I want to go through the whole state for you, but those are some area games happening really kind of around the Springfield area up here, obviously, toward Waynesville. So we have got, again, about 5 minutes, I do believe. 5 minutes left to go. We're going to take another break. When we come back, well, some final thoughts. We'll get going here with the second half in this one. Waynesville leading Parkview. Current score, Waynesville 14, Parkview 0. So, hey, we'll come back in a few minutes. You're listening to Waynesville Tiger Football, C102.3.
Baymont Inn and Suites of St. Robert invite you to enjoy all the comforts of home at the St. Robert Hotel. Conveniently located off I-44, they're only 2 miles from Fort Leonard Wood and close to the best area attractions, including 33 original miles of historic Route 66. They're a proud supporter of the community they serve, the youth, and our military families. Baymont Inn and Suites of St. Robert, located at 139 Carmel Way in St. Robert.
Again?
Yeah.
I'm on my way.
What you put off maintaining today could cost you more later on. When it comes to your vehicle's tires, it's essential for your safety and the safety of others that your tire pressure, tread, and sidewalls are in good shape. Drive with peace of mind.
A-Plus Tire and Lube has all your automotive needs covered. From inspections, oil changes, tires, brakes, and other minor repairs, our technicians can diagnose problems you're having with your vehicle. We have all the tools and knowledge to fix you up and get you back on the road. Stop in today, 615 Historic Route 66 West in Waynesville.
Pests can really bug you. I know they bug me, but you can get rid of all types of pests and protect your family, home, and environment by calling the folks at A to Z Exterminating. A to Z Exterminating provides the best pet and human-friendly treatments 7 days a week and education to help you keep your home pest-free. And of course, reasonable prices. A to Z Exterminating for your home or lawn, whether it's an emergency or you want to schedule an appointment, call today at 573-336-4448. A to Z Exterminating, offering the best service throughout the area.
Mechanic. Oh, yeah, the blue sedan. Yeah, you brought that in when? Like 2 days ago? Oh, yeah, 2 weeks ago. I got 3 of my best men on it now. Hey, Ronnie, turn up the tunes and pass the nachos. Work time was yesterday.
Your life can't wait. That's why here at Action Automotive of St. Robert, we take time to walk you through what's going on with your vehicle and come up with an affordable solution. From engine overhauls to oil changes, Action Automotive of St. Robert has you covered. Action Automotive St. Robert.
Well, actually, I talked my way all the way through the 3-minute break. So we are getting going here. Waynesville set to receive as we get going here with the second half. 14-0 our score. The Waynesville Tigers, they lead the Parkview Vikings. Parkview set to kick it away. Back to receive. 1 man back for the Tigers, all the way back. Looks like that's Rashawn Joshua. Parkview gets the whistle. Approaching the football. The kick is away. It's a short ground ball kick. Kind of a pseudo onside, but Waynesville's going to fall on it. They're going to have themselves a lovely field position here. They'll start at the 34-yard line. Falling on that football there. Looks like that was... Excuse me, move all my stuff out of the way. Looks like that was Owen Schick who falls on the football. And so we'll see Waynesville's offense here. We'll see what kind of adjustments they've made. Very successful when you take away the botched snaps. Moving the football here. Looks like Tawasi will be the man who starts things out here. Aussie, lots of rushing yards here today. Might be near the 100-yard mark. Don't have exact numbers for you, but Castro starts here at quarterback, sending a man in motion. Aussie actually flaring out to the right. Castro takes a snap. It's a handoff to Joshua. Joshua looking toward the sideline here. He's past the 35 to the 40. Taken down from behind. Taken down by Tayshawn Finley, but he does get to the 44-yard line. That might be enough for a first down. We'll see that we spot it. And it will be, first down here for Waynesville, if not second in inches. We might get a measurement here on this one. Nope. They'll say it's decisively short. Second down and a half yard. So second down and a half yard, gain of 9.5 here for Josh Way. The line up here, same formation with, again, Josh Way, the wingback, lined up to the left side. Ball on the right hash, direct snap to Aussie, looking toward his left. Has the first down here, trips and falls, but he does find enough. It'll be ball placed on the 45. 8.5 yard, got one, so good enough. Aussie, though, probably not happy he tripped and fell. He did have a little bit of open space if he was able to break the tackle. Or what would have been the tackler. But they'll line it up here with a new set of downs, first down and 10. By the way, Parkview traveling very well. We're on the other side of the field today in the visitors' bleachers. Always love to see it. One of my favorite parts about this gig is seeing all the different schools and their fan bases and how they approach game day. It's always a lot of fun. Same formation, one wide receiver left. That is Braylon Scott. Direct snap here to Aussie. Trouble in the backfield. He's taken down for a loss. Nowhere to go that time. As Tayshawn Finley gets into the backfield. And so, it'll be second down. They'll say a loss of 3 on the play. Second down and 13. A minute and a half already gone by here in this third quarter. Again, Waynesville in the driver's seat in this one. With a run-first offense. Kind of also becomes about chewing up some clock. Long drives, hopefully ending in scores, will be very ideal for this offense. Tawasi, a little bit of trouble with the snap here, picks it up though. He's actually able to get back to the original line of scrimmage. He's to the 50. He's going to get across midfield into Parkview territory. It's going to be third down and short. So again, a bobbled snap. That's bad, but a good run afterward. That's good. You saw it in the Jamboree a few weeks ago. Aussie, if he has room and he has an opportunity and he's in a one-on-one situation, he can turn nothing into something. He did that there, and it sets up third down and 2. Got a touchdown against Rolla doing so. Michael Kelsey Jr. now in the ballgame at halfback. He takes a snap. He'll push it right up the middle. Across the 40-yard line here. That's very much enough for a first down. He's got himself a gain here of about, they'll give him 7 on the play. Needed 2, got 7. So first down and 10 here. Ball again in Parkview territory. We're now on the Viking 38. Josh Way, wing back to the right side. Castro takes a snap, going to hand it off over to Josh Way. Josh Way trying to find sideline here. He gets by one tackler, jukes back toward his right. Trying to get a little bit of help there from Tyquez Jones, but he'll eventually be taken down after a gain of about 6 or 7. Josh Way not getting the credit he deserved on that run, PA guy. Giving that one over to Kelsey Jr. Now that was Josh Way. Somebody's about to get towed here at Tiger Stadium. Not my car, though. Here's second down and 3. Josh Way, wing back to the left. Direct snap here to Kelsey Jr., but a whistle and a flag is thrown. Might just back up Waynesville. Dead ball. Nope. Offsides here on Parkview. That'll lead to a first down. So, 5 yards. Needed 4 for the first down. They got it. Got it via Viking penalty here. First down and 10. Ball on the 27-yard line. 8:36 left to go now. Again, 14-0 in favor of Waynesville. Castro running in the play from the sideline. They'll line up here. They'll pack it in again. Fullback Tyquez Jones. But Kelsey Jr. in the backfield. Snap to Castro, hand off to Joshua. Joshua cutting it up the middle. He's got a few yards here before being taken down just outside the red zone here. We'll set up second down and, well, second down and a few. It's like a longer run than I thought, maybe. Second down and 5. So Waynesville moving the football very effectively here at the moment. Ball on the 22-yard line of Parkview now. Direct snap to Kelsey Jr., moving toward his right. Has Castro in front of him. To the sideline he goes. He's past the 20. Gets away from one tackler. He's to the 10 before finally being taken down. Waynesville's got first down and goal within the red zone. There's a flag on the play, though. And we'll see where this one comes in. There's been a lot of flags this week. Last week, we had a pretty clean game, all things considered. Far cry from what we had yesterday, but this one's going to be on Waynesville. Now take away the good run from Kelsey Jr. It's holding called against Waynesville. Well, darn. Instead of in the red zone now. Waynesville will be back out beyond the 30 here, back to the 32. Still second down, though. It'll be second down and 15, 10-yard penalty. Long Labor Day weekend. Hopefully your week went rather well. Tigers lining up here. Second down and again, 15. Josh Way, wing back right side. Trying to get him to jump, and they did. Good job there by Waynesville to hold firm on the false snap. Or should I say, well, don't really know what to call it. They got him to jump, though. And that'll at least get him 5 yards back. And so we go from 2nd and 5 to 2nd and 15, down to 2nd and 10. Ball's now on the 27-yard line. You'd rather it be on the 10, but it's a very manageable second down here for this Waynesville offense. Averaging about 5, 6, 7 yards per play here on this drive. So again, same formation, ball in the middle of the field. Jones sent in motion, direct snap, Kelsey Jr. Cuts it back upfield, he's to the 15. Another flag on the play. Gosh! And again, this might be holding on Waynesville. We've got some very flag-happy officials today. Not that they haven't been calls, but they're certainly coming out in force today. This one, again, looking like it's going to be on Waynesville. Tigers already backing off. Tigers need to clean that up a little bit as well. Self-inflicted mistakes. It all falls under that umbrella. And so, from 2nd down and 10, we now go, again, 2nd down. This will be about our 4th play here at 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down and 22. Nope, 2nd down and... Give me a second. 2nd down and 20. Snap to Castro here, hands it off. Kelsey Jr. cutting up the middle of the field. He's past the original line of scrimmage, and we're back to within about 5, 6, 7 yards. Like I said, Waynesville, when they run a clean play, they're moving it. It really just keeps proving itself. That time it was about 15 yards here for Kelsey Jr., and it's going to be 3rd down and 5. Kids asking me if we're going to be on TV. Nope. But you might be heard. I'm talking to my crowd mic loud enough, but I don't know if the crowd mic's even working tonight. 3rd down and 5. 6 minutes left to go here in the 3rd. Direct snap here to Kelsey Jr., who again jukes past some defenders. Another flag coming out. Holy cow. Coach Barkley is incensed over on the sideline. He's looking for an answer here. This is going to be another penalty coming up on Waynesville. I don't think Coach Barkley necessarily agrees with that call. At least judging by the reaction over there. So we'll try it again here at 3rd down, assuming this penalty is taken. I believe it was actually short of the 1st down marker, but it would have been 4th down and short. But with the way Waynesville has been moving the football, I don't think Parkview is going to want to risk that. So they'll mark it off here, and we'll do 3rd down again. This might be the longest 1st down and whatever, 1st down set of chains, whatever you want to call it, I've ever seen. It's been the most roller coaster of drives here, going back and forward and back and forward and back and forward. But it's going to be 3rd down and 15. We're back to the 32. The good news for the Waynesville Tigers is this drive has been a long one. 6 whole minutes on this drive. 5:49 on the clock here, and again, a 14-0 Waynesville Tiger football lead. Man set in motion, Kelsey Jr. flaring out to the left. Hand off to Joshua. Joshua taken out from behind. For the first time, Waynesville struggles here in this one to get some yardage. And again, Waynesville's drive will stall out here due to their own mistakes. Too many gains of 10, 12 yards taken away. Got to clean that up. But now we'll have a whistle here and a timeout. Timeout taken by the officials. It is a water break. So again, the temperature cooling off here in Waynesville, but we still got to get those water breaks. Let's take one, too, back in 60 seconds. 5:16 left to go in the third. 14-0 in favor of Waynesville. You're listening to Tiger Football, Z102.3.
For over 50 years, Post Pawn in St. Robert has been offering the best prices in the area on firearms, ammunition, and shooting and reloading supplies. Also, find new and used military clothing and gear, as well as pre-owned power tools and compound bows, and new and used musical instruments and supplies. Get a 90-day layaway on anything. And if you have your guns shipped to Post Pawn or selling them to another individual, they only charge a $25 transfer fee. That's Post Pawn in the Gateway Shopping Center in St. Robert.
As the road you travel changes, so can your insurance needs. Talking with Farmers Insurance Agent Linda Tanner can help you assess whether you're ready for the journey ahead. Call Farmers Agent Linda Tanner today at 573-426-3241. That's Farmers Insurance Agent Linda Tanner, 573-426-3241.
We are farmers. Bum, ba-dum, bum, 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 bum.
Underwritten by Farmers Truck Fire Insurance Exchanges and Affiliates. Products not available in every state.
4th down and 15. Waynesville finally facing a 4th down here on this drive, but they're going to go for it here. They are in 4-down territory. Brian Castro rolling out to his right. He's going to pump fake. He's going to throw. Looking toward the end zone. Dropped. Falls incomplete. No flag. It'll be a turnover on downs. Parkview will take over. But ultimately, Waynesville, I wouldn't say that's as much the Parkview defense. Oh, no, another flag. Sorry, I should have known. There's a flag here, but it looks like it's going to be on Waynesville, so even on this particular play, our umps are looking for the holding call, it seems. Just pour some salt in the wound, I guess, but it will be 1st down and 10 Parkview. We'll place it here on the 36. Obviously, that call is declined. So Parkview takes over for the first time in the second half. 5:09 left to go here in the third. They'll line up here, 4 wide receiver set. Cayman James still in at quarterback. Takes a snap, looking toward the left. Screen pass. Pass is caught. Flag on the play. Holy cow. It's going to be a 1st down and then some past the 50-yard line. Let's see if this one's on Parkview. Holy cow. We've had like 8 plays in a row with a flag. If I sound annoyed, it's because I am. So let's see where the flag is. Face mask on Waynesville. The 7th penalty of this half called against the Tigers. And this one will back them up even further. Seven penalties, and we're 7 minutes into the third quarter. And that'll move it up to the 43-yard line. Ruled an incidental face mask, so not 15 yards. Still a big gain. They'll tack on the 5 at the end of the run here. Running catch. Getting the line up. 3 wide receivers left. One back in the backfield. That's Hiley, Casey Hiley. Again, going for that screen. Pass is caught. Across the 45. Back to maybe the original line of scrimmage here. Good defense there. Through the air for Waynesville. Flying downfield to the football, and it'll be 2nd down and 10. No flag. So it'll be 2nd down. They'll give them a yard here. 2nd down and 9. Waynesville's, they forced 2 punts today. 2 turnovers on downs. But being asked to make a stop once more. 2 wide receivers left. 2 backs in the backfield this time. Hand off here. Casey Hiley on the carry. Taken down. Not much again. It'll be 3rd down and long here. Looks like you got Mason Perez in on the play. Franklin Myers also getting in on the tackle. Franklin Myers, of course, one of the heroes of the first half. Really set up that first touchdown with the interception and the long return. Again, player that delivers. Brought to you by Domino's Pizza. And so it's third down here, 3rd down and 7. Gain of 2 on the previous play. 3 wide receivers left. Parkview has looked for those quick passes here in this half. James rolling out toward his right. It's going to be a design quarterback keeper here. He's got the sideline. He cuts it up. He's going to run out of bounds past the first down marker as the Vikings move the chains. Flag on the play, though, so hold on. So where's the flag? Is it on Parkview? Certainly hope so here. So that'll take away the first down. Parkview backing up like it is, so we're going to assume this one's on the Vikings. Have to wait, though, and find out. Flag came in around the original line of scrimmage. Holding called against Parkview. We're reaching our holding quota today, but this one's going to be called on the Vikings. 3:31 now in the third. And so, the penalty will, of course, be accepted, and we'll replay 3rd down. I get it. Teams trying to create space, but you got to avoid the hold. Sounds like I'm hoping that Parkview didn't hold on that play. I'm very happy they did. But this has been a very stop-and-start half. All the penalties. The clock will continue to run, though. Was a change. 3rd down and 17 now. 4 wide receivers, 3 to the left. Again, Hiley in the backfield. James rolling out to his left. Going to look toward the sideline here. That ball is caught over a leaping Aiden Moss, and they're in the red zone. There is a flag at the end of the play. As Parkview just kind of chucked one down the field here. Aiden Moss trying to leap up and knock that one down. Came up a fingertip short. Falls into the hands of Anthony Nunda, and they're within the red zone. Converting a 3rd down and 17. Flag's going to be face mask here on Parkview. And so we'll mark it back beyond the red zone, but it's still going to be 1st down. Ball's going to be on the 22-yard line now. It's Parkview, this is really the closest they've been today to a score. Score here knocks it down, perhaps. Well, actually, yep, it'll knock it down to a 1-score game. 14-6 it would be. But at the moment, still 14-0. Waynesville leads with 3:08 left to go in the third. 2 wide receivers left and 2 backs in the backfield, including Hiley. Snap under center, handoff to Hiley, hit at the line of scrimmage. Mason Perez, Franklin Myers again in on the play. Forward momentum going to be called here. Where do they spot it? They'll give him a yard. 2nd and 9. Hit behind the line of scrimmage, but Hiley again, big guy back there. Able to push and shove his way to the 23-yard line. So 2nd down and 9. Ball on the 24-yard line. Another handoff here. Hiley juking back toward his right. Again, Myers in on the play. A flag is thrown. But the initial play is going to be a loss. What is the flag? Even our PA man's starting to sound a little bit annoyed here. What's this flag? Face mask called against Waynesville. Incidental face mask. So that turns into 5 yards here for the Vikings. It'll be 2nd down and 5. It is at least incidental, so no 15-yard penalty here. They'll say face mask was grabbed in the hullabaloo. 3 wide receivers left, 1 to the right. Hiley lined up to the right of James. Snap to James, dropping back to pass, looking for the slant right across the middle, has his big man Johnson, and they're within the 10-yard line to the 5. Punching in on the door. Trying to break through as Jameel Johnson finally finds his first catch of the day. Waynesville's done such a good job at keeping him out of the game. But the slant route across the middle leads to a 1st down and goal here from the 5. Penalties, penalties, penalties. You can't commit them. Again, the good news, Waynesville's moving the football. The bad news is they're theoretically cheating to do it. I'm not too worried, though, on the offensive side of the ball. But we'll see here if Waynesville's defense can make a stop. First down, handoff here to Hiley. Hiley carrying Caden Ausler for a few yards. He's originally hit behind the line, but they'll gain 1 here, 2nd down and 4. Waynesville's made a goal line stop this season. They made it last week against Glendale. Unfortunately, it led to a safety. But we know they're capable of buckling down here, and that's what they're being asked to do. Trying to keep this from becoming a one-score game. We've had 1 touchdown in each quarter today. Well, Waynesville not wanting Parkview to add to that pattern. 2nd down and goal from the 4. Another handoff here to Hiley. Hit. Pile forms at about the 2. 3rd down and 2 now. So again, 3rd down here. 2 more tries for the Vikings to get into the end zone. They only need 2 yards. Less than a minute left to go now in the quarter. See what personnel they line up here. Going to line up I formation. Nope, excuse me. Going to be a flex bone. 3 backs in the backfield. Quarterback keeper designed here for James. They got the forward push. They're into the end zone for a touchdown. So tell you what, Waynesville gave him a bunch of yards. And well, Parkview's going to make you pay for it. They find their way to the end zone for the first time here in this one. And they'll cut it back to 1 score here at 14-6. Holding after holding after holding on the offensive side. Face mask after face mask after face mask on the defensive side. Just can't do it. You still have the lead here. And you have a chance to really keep it to 8 points here. Find a stop on this 2-point conversion. Still a good spot. So, a big play here. 3 wide receivers left, 1 to the right, Hiley in the backfield. James rolling out to his right. Going to look for the short pass, going toward the end zone. It is picked off, but the play will be whistled dead there. You have no return backs here in high school football, so they'll keep the 2-point conversion off the board. But a 2-yard touchdown run for Cayman James puts the Parkview Vikings on the board here with 26 seconds left to go in quarter number 3. It's 14-6 in favor of Waynesville. Back in 60 seconds, you're listening to Waynesville Tiger Football, Z102.3.
Shuggy's Fashion and Beauty Supplies in St. Robert sells cosmetics, clothing, and accessories for women. Miss Shuggy is kind and knowledgeable about hair and related products, gives great deals, and can also special order items. Shuggy's Fashion and Beauty Supplies offers a wide selection of beauty supplies, hair accessories, purses, pictures, and even men's products. Open 9 to 7 every day but Sunday, Shuggy's Fashion and Beauty Supplies is a hidden gem in St. Robert. Check out Shuggy's Fashion and Beauty Supplies today at 1018 Missouri Avenue in St. Robert.
Seeger Toyota of St. Robert is the place to go to find just the right pre-owned car, truck, van, or SUV. We have over 22 different makes in stock and over 200 units available, with over 70 being Toyotas. So if you've not been able to find what you want or need, it could be we have it right here and ready for you. And if you just want to sell one of your vehicles, for whatever reason, we buy cars every day and with less hassle than those online companies. Plus, we deliver on our promises and have been for over 50 years. That's Seeger Toyota of St. Robert, next to Walmart and at SeegerToyota.net.
So a 2-yard touchdown run. Cayman James cuts the Waynesville lead to 8 with 26 seconds left to go here in the third quarter. Set to kick it away here. Number 27, that's Holden Oliver here for the Vikings. Gotta watch maybe for the onside kick here. Feels like a time you'd try it. With 26 seconds left to go in the third. Ball's approached. Gonna be a low line drive kick. They'll kick it deep. Josh Way going to field it about the 15. Coming up the middle of the field here. Past the 30 he goes to about the 33. And that's where the Tigers will start their second drive of the quarter. So, 2 drives taking up the entirety of the quarter. With the nature of the quarter, the flags, the roller coaster-like nature. It does help Waynesville a little bit, but I'll tell you what, I'll feel a little bit more comfortable here with the score. See if they can find it here. 21 seconds left to go in the third. Obviously, it does not matter. We'll just swap sides here when we hit the 0 mark. But maybe time for one play to end the third. Tawasi in the ball game. Castro in at quarterback. Excuse me, it's actually Michael Kelsey Jr. who will take the direct snap. 2 backs in the backfield here. We've seen them run that formation a couple times. It's Michael Kelsey Jr. who punches through here for 5 yards. 2nd down and 5. Again, that'll be your final play here of the quarter. So that's how we'll wrap up the third. Parkview finding a touchdown. 2-yard touchdown run for Cayman James. So we've got a 1-score game heading on into the final quarter of play. 12 minutes to decide a winner in this one. We'll find out who that is when we come back. But again, it's Waynesville out in front here at this very moment, 14-6. Back in 60 seconds, you're listening to Tiger Football, Z102.3.
As the years go by, everything gets older. Even the new seeds just planted. Getting older means getting wiser. And in the banking business, that means keeping up with the times. For 112 years, the Bank of Crocker has met the needs of the Fort Wood area and exceeded those needs with the most modern banking services available. With Android and Apple mobile banking apps. And at bankofcrocker.com, online banking is a click away no matter where you are. Personal hometown service, however, has not changed. That's one thing that's stayed the same as the Bank of Crocker turns 112. The Bank of Crocker, with 4 locations in Crocker, Richland, Waynesville, and St. Robert. Member FDIC and an equal housing lender.
Life giver. Nurturer.
Hero. Best friend.
They were our happy place, our inspiration. They were who helped create the fabric of our own existence. And now they're gone. But not ever forgotten.
At Memorial Chapels and Crematory, respecting your wishes, serving your family, and keeping your memories safe is what matters most to us.
2nd down and 6 as we start this final quarter of play. 4th quarter here in Waynesville. We'll actually have a false start here called against the Tigers. And that'll back them up here. 2nd down and 11. Connor Harbert here with you today. Z102.3. This second half has been all about the yellow. Namely, the yellow against Waynesville. One time, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You jumped early, and so we'll negate the 5-yard run here for Michael Kelsey Jr. to start the drive. It'll be, again, 2nd and 11. Ball on the 33-yard line. So again, it's Connor Harbert here today, Z102.3. Parkview finding the only touchdown of the third. Waynesville trying to, again, make it a 2-score lead. Direct snap here, Tawasi on 2nd down. Tripped, but stays on his feet here as he gets past the 40. Still on his feet to the 45, all the way down to the 50-yard line. No flags on the play. It'll be 1st down and 10 here for the Tigers. I hate to have to check in the backfield after each and every Waynesville run, but that's just the nature of the beast. But Tawasi, who was tripped in the backfield, good balance shown there to stay on his feet and hustle on through into Parkview territory on a 17-yard run for a 1st down. See again, he's been the guy today. Some might say a player that delivers. We'll formalize that here in a little bit, but now a whistle and a timeout, I believe, taken here by Parkview. So the Vikings forced to call a timeout here. 11:39 left to go here in the 4th. 14-6 our score. Tigers lead this one. Back in 60 seconds, you're listening to Waynesville Tiger Football, Z102.3.
Are you tired of all the games that other furniture stores play? At Paul's Furniture, we've got the biggest name brands at the guaranteed lowest prices. You come in, you're going to see that price on it. The next time you come in, it's going to be the exact same price because we always have the best deals, the best prices, and the biggest name brands with free delivery. We're going to do whatever it takes to earn your business at Paul's Furniture. That's what's made us the #1 furniture store in Pulaski and Phelps County for the last 30 years. Or if you're tired of the games that others play, come see us at Paul's Furniture.
We all have our faves.
I love baseball.
I love football. But there's one thing we all love.
Pizza!
If you need to satisfy that competitive appetite, we got your slice right here.
Domino's Pizza in St. Robert during and after the game. Try the perfect combo deal. Pizza, side, and a drink for $19.99. Call in for our carry-out special. 1-topping pizza for $7.99. Domino's Mix and Match is only $6.99. Check it out online at Domino's.com or call your order in at 573-336-3400. Domino's Pizza, 213 St. Robert Boulevard.
The Parkview timeout. 1st down and 10 here for the Waynesville Tigers. Ball on the Parkview 49. Direct snap, Michael Kelsey Jr. here, following his big man through the line to the 40. He goes to the 35, the 30. He's still on his feet, past the 25, steps out of bounds. Big old gain here for Waynesville as they continue to just move the football and play a little bit cleaner here while they do it. 2 plays without a flag here as they'll get it down to the 23-yard line. This time, Kelsey Jr. finding his way through. Got behind the big man there. I believe that was Caleb Salinas. When you got a guy like him, 5'10", 200 pounds, wrecking ball of a man, things work out for you. So, and again, 2nd straight 1st down and 10. Tawasi direct snap, slips and falls. This time unable to save himself here, so it's going to be a loss on first down. A minute already gone by. Again, the clock, Waynesville's friend. You want to take a lot of time off the clock if you can, but you also take a score. Parkview has not really been a team that scored quickly on Waynesville today. That drive took about 6 minutes. And so, score quick, score slow. Put the ball in the end zone, make it a 2-score game. I think you're in a good spot. But it is going to be second down and 14. Loss of 4 on the play. Again, Kelsey Jr. and Aussie in the backfield. Aussie will take the snap this time. Moving to his left to the 30, the 20. Still on his feet. Past the 17, past the 15. Counting him on up here. But what's important, he's around the first down marker. Gets all the way to the 14-yard line. It'll be third down and 1. So makes up for the previous play with a big gain once more. Third down and 1. Don't know what possessed me to say 17 there. But hey, here's what it is. So, third down and 1. Ball within the red zone here on the 14-yard line. It'll be Kelsey Jr. who takes a snap, slips and falls, but dives past the line. That's enough. First down and 10. So it might be in the turf today. Kelsey and Aussie have both kind of slipped around back there. But hey, didn't need a whole lot there. You got the 2 yards you needed, so it'll be first down and 10. Ball on the 12. So you still have room to get a first down here, but you'll have to get it to the 2-yard line. As I told Garrett last year, I think we had a running joke. You might as well just punch it in if you're even going to get there. Why not just get those last 2 yards? Just push it forward. Easy, right? First down and 10 here. Snap comes to Kelsey Jr. Hit in the backfield, but moves forward here. Actually gets about 3 or 4. Clock continues to move here past the 10-minute marker now. 9:45 to be precise. Gain of 3 they'll give him. Second down and 7. Now within the 10-yard line. Ball's on the 9. Again, going for the 2 running back set. Michael Kelsey Jr. kind of playing quarterback here. That might actually be the depth chart. Again, 2 rostered quarterbacks, one with a torn MCL. Here's Tawasi now. He's going toward the right. He's looking for the pylon. He's got the first down. There's a flag on the play. It would have been close to a first down, but this one might be, say it with me, coming back. Yep, holding called against Waynesville. So we'll move it 10 yards. Got to be reaching triple digits in penalty yards today, if not already there. But what turned into a first down and goal from the 2, now turns into a bit trickier. It'll remain second down. Coach Barkley throwing the hands up back there like, come on, guys. We're back outside the red zone, all the way back to the 24-yard line. So that's a 22-yard swing. If you want to know why those penalties just hurt. You had the ball at the 2, but now you have it on the 24, and you still have to get to the 2, and you have 3 plays to do it. You're in 4-down territory. And we've seen Waynesville be able to move the football. So we'll see if they can make 22 yards in these 3 plays. Direct snap here, Kelsey Jr. following Aussie through the hole. Yep, this is a lot of yardage. To the 10-yard line, still on his feet. To the 5, here's the Tiger Roar. Touchdown, Waynesville. You only needed 1. Michael Kelsey Jr. following his big man through the line. Tawasi leads the way. And Waynesville makes it a 2-score game again. This team is not good for my heart. It's been a roller coaster here today. But that's a great run. That's a good lead block there from Tawasi to bust him through. 22 yards. Longest scoring play of the day here for Waynesville. And they'll sign up to attempt the PAT. We'll see if they convert this one. Tyrell Finn on to kick. Again, it's a bad hold, but the kick actually goes through. Woo! Brian Castro on for the hold. Got that ball just in time for Tyrell Finn to boot it through the uprights. So there's a PAT for you. It's a 15-point lead. 9:13 left to go. Again, 22 yards for Michael Kelsey Jr. The Waynesville Tigers lead the Parkview Vikings here in this one. Back in 60, Tigers football, Z102.3.
Get prepaid Visa cards with the purchase of batteries at your Napa Parts store, St. Robert Auto Supply. Buy one Legend or Legend Premium AGM battery, claim a $20 Visa gift card. Get a AAA battery and get a $25 prepaid Visa card, and get a $25 Visa card with the purchase of a select Bosch lithium-ion battery. Get online rebates with Avalanche refrigerant and save 30% on stop leak, conventional motor oil, synthetic and heavy-duty diesel engine oil, all with sale prices this month. Get the good stuff 7 days a week at St. Robert Auto Supply off Missouri Avenue.
Move it, buddy. Let's go, man. The light's green, man. The gas pedal's the one on the right.
Need a quick tow? On-Site Towing and Recovery provides 24-hour local towing and accident recovery services. On-Site Towing and Recovery, the only number you need to know. 573-337-4474, where you always get 5-star service.
22-yard run for Michael Kelsey Jr. puts the Waynesville Tigers back out in front by 2 scores here in this one, 21-6. PAT through the uprights. Here's a short kick from Tyrell Finn. This one's going to hop at about the 15 into the hands of Anthony Nunda. He'll be the one on the return. Coming through here, he's past the 30 into the secondary. He's into the 45, past midfield, before he's finally taken down here at the Waynesville 44-yard line. Eric McGinnis on the return here, sharing some words with Johnny Hedrick. Waynesville, I'll tell you what might be important down the line here is we've had some jabberjocking between the two sides here today. Waynesville's got to keep their cool. Cannot be giving up personal fouls. The flags have already been free-flying today against you. Don't need to give them 15 just because you couldn't control your mouth. But no flags on that return, which means Parkview will still have great return yardage. Oh. Here's a carry, left side. 5 yards, 6-yard gain. Mason Perez saying the ball might have popped out there. Did it? And they're going to say it did. A fumble. Waynesville recovers. They'll take control of the football here with 8:48 left to go. A run out to the left side. Casey Hiley on the run, but ball was popped out there. Who actually got to it? Didn't see who recovered the fumble, but it popped out loose in that pile, and Waynesville was able to fall on it. So, big fumble recovery there for the Tigers. So now they have an opportunity to chew more clock. 8:48 left to go in this ball game. Again, Parkview had to take a timeout early in the quarter. So they've got 2 remaining. Wing back to the right. Snap to Brian Castro. Hands it off here. Brandon Howard looking for the left sideline, but he's got nowhere to go. That's a big loss here on first down. Brandon Howard getting his first carry today. Spent last week injured. Good to see him back in the lineup. But his first carry doesn't go anywhere. It's actually a loss of 5. Second down and 15, ball on the 37. Howard remains in the game at wingback. Sent in motion here, direct snap to Aussie. Going to be a misdirection here, going to go toward his left. He's to the 40 here before eventually being piled upon. Small gain here. They'll push him back toward the sideline here, and it'll be 3rd down and 12. .802 now left to go, and again, 3rd down and long, ball on the 40. Shotgun formation here. Both running backs in the backfield. Kelsey Jr. takes a snap here through the middle. He's to the 45, to the 50, still on his feet. He'll be around the first down marker here. Gets all the way to the Parkview 49, it looks like. They might give him the 48, and that might be very, very close. I say you go for it. It's going to be 4th down here. You're leading by 2 scores. Oh, no, they're going to give him the first down. Got just enough. Move those chains. 1st down and 10 for the Tigers. Kelsey Jr. Ha-ha. 1st down and 10. 7:30 now. Again, just moving it right along here. No reason to do anything except keep that ball on the ground. Snap here to Aussie. Aussie moving toward his right. Now going to cut it upfield here to the 45, to the 40. He's got room up the sideline, 35-30. He's eventually taken down here. Looks like a few Vikings got to him, but he's going to be just shy of the 25 here. It's going to be to the 27, another first down. Did he go out of bounds? I think he might have, so that might stop the clock here. No matter. Really, if you score, it's a 3-score game, and that's just good on its own. And with the way the defense has been playing here today, when they're at their best, a tall task for the Vikings. I think a touchdown here really helps ice this one. Knock on wood. I know that sounds amazingly obvious, but scoring leads to wins. First down and 10. Michael Kelsey Jr. on the carry now, past the 25 into the 23 now. Medium gain here, 5 yards. So a gain of 4 they'll give him. 6 yards here. Again, medium gain. Again, Castro on the sideline. It's Aussie and Kelsey Jr. leading the attack right now. Snap to Aussie. He'll follow Kelsey Jr. through the hole. He's got the first down. No, excuse me. It was Kelsey Jr. on the carry. Aussie was following through. But it's enough for the first down. He gets all the way to the 12-yard line. Those direct snaps, they can get you. Again, Kelsey Jr., I think, kind of operating as the quarterback. But they're really just kind of taking about 50-50 as far as snaps go. When you have a team who can't stop the run very often, like Parkview here, don't really have to conceal anything. Just dare them to stop you. First down and 10. Halfway through the fourth. 5:55 now. Brandon Howard sent in motion here. Aussie takes a snap. Cutting back to his left here to the 10-yard line. Fights through to about the 7. Gets ever closer here. It'll be second down. Good sportsmanship there. Parkview helping Aussie up. And it'll be second down, and it looks like they gave him 4 on the play. Second down and 6. Timeout for a water break. So we are officially halfway through the fourth. Waynesville in a good spot. They lead by 2 scores. They're in the red zone, 8 yards away from the end zone. Second down and 6 upcoming. Back in 60 seconds. You're listening to Waynesville Tigers football right here on Z102.3.
You have the right to choose when you're in an accident and your insurance company directs you to a particular body shop. This message is brought to you by Ed Wilson Auto Works. Put your trust in one of Pulaski County's longest-standing independent repair professionals. That's Ed Wilson Auto Works in downtown Waynesville.
We care for them.
Hey, Mr. Gibson. Good morning.
Hey there, honey.
Take wonderful care of them.
All right, here's your morning meds and your coffee, just how you like it. 1 cream,
2
sugars.
And we'll go to the ends of the earth to protect them. You can count on that.
Life Care Center of Waynesville believe in treating patients and residents as family members, focusing on inpatient and outpatient rehabilitation with 24-hour skilled nursing care. We are proud to also offer a secured Alzheimer's and dementia care unit, 700 Birch Lane in the heart of Waynesville.
Coming out of the water break, it will be second down and 6. Ball on the 8-yard line for the Waynesville Tigers. Need to get to the 2 for a first down. Need to get to the end zone to make it a 3-score game. 5:42 left to go in this contest. Tigers lead by 15. Touchdown would put them up 21. And that's, of course, 3 scores. I used to be really, really good at math. Not so much anymore, but I can tell you 15 plus 6 is 21, and 21's 3 scores. So second down here and 6. Ball gets behind. Austin will have to try to pick it up here. He loses it. Ball still loose. Who's going to fall on it? I think maybe Waynesville did, but they're going to lose some yardage here. So they'll keep control of the football, but they do fall back beyond the 15 here on third down. It's obvious 4-down territory, so don't worry about that. You're going to run 2 more plays here. Preferably, you're going to start taking your time. No need to really get up to that line quickly. 25 seconds on the play clock. We'll see if they do it here. Obviously, scoring still ideal. Howard the wingback. Aussie and Kelsey Jr. still in the backfield. We'll go ahead and do a quick snap here. Kelsey Jr. slashing to his right. Past the original line of scrimmage, but it'll be 4th down and 10. Gain of 5 means 4th down and 10. Under 5 minutes to go now. 4:50. Waynesville has a kicker. They have a PAT unit now, but I think this might be a little bit outside the range. So I don't think we're going to see Waynesville go for 3 here. I think we're just going to see a standard play, and they're going to try to score. Get a first down, good. You get a touchdown, good. Turn it over. Well, they still have to go a long way, and they're still down 2 scores. That clock continued to tick, tick, tick. Still run the whole play clock here. Now 10 as they come up to the line. Brian Castro back in the ball game. Play clock's now down to 5. They need to get the snap off quickly if they want to avoid the delay of game. Trying to get him to jump. Did they do it? Nope, timeout taken here by Waynesville. They were trying to get him to jump. They didn't. As Tyrell Finn comes out onto the field, might they go for 3 here? They've brought Finn onto the field. Waynesville has 2 timeouts remaining, and so, well, let's see it. They'll be kicking here from the 12-yard line. And it'll be about a 32-yard try. Finn's had some solid kicks. He had solid distance on that PAT. They've been rather low, and the holds have admittedly not been very good tonight. Led to the first missed PAT on their first touchdown in the 5th. Should say the first. But I guess it comes down to, well, why not go for it? A field goal does also lead to 3 scores. So if you put the ball through the uprights here, it'll be an 18-point lead. So here we go. Tyrell Finn going to line up here again, about a 32-yard try. Correction. It's about a 27-yard try. I'm still learning. 28-yard try. 28-yard try, that's for sure. They said 29 over the PA, but I was close, right? So 29 yards. The T is at the 29, or at least the hold marker. Again, Tyrell Finn on to kick. 4:07 left to go in this game. Student section chanting Tyrell, Tyrell. Soccer player, track star. Trying to add football to his resume. Ball is placed, whistle sounds. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is blocked. And Parkview is going to fall on it about the 20-yard line. So the hold was good this time, but unfortunately the blocking fell apart. And so the block is kicked. The kick is blocked. And Parkview will take over at the 21-yard line. Heads up play there by Waynesville to at least tackle the ball carrier. You can return that. That would have turned the game on its head. But they'll now have to go 81 yards with 2 timeouts and 4:02, and they'll have to do it twice. Well, dropping all pretenses here, looking to go to the air. 5 wide receiver set, 3 to the right, 2 to the left. Cayman James still in at quarterback. Left-handed quarterback going for the route across the middle. Ball is caught here by Nunda at about the 32-yard line. Heading towards the out-of-bounds marker, and he'll get there. First down and 10, Parkview. So first down here through the air for Parkview. And looking for the aerial attack, but now going to put it back in the backfield. Again, that being Casey Hiley. 3 wide receivers left and 1 to the right. That's Jameel Johnson. James looking for Johnson across the middle. They have it across midfield. Secondary's got to get in on that. They'll hurry to the line. 30 seconds to run off the clock here. 3:37 left to go. They'll run the no huddle here. Not wanting to use those timeouts. Trips to the left again. 2 wide receivers right. That includes Hiley. So 5 wide receivers. Waynesville, 4 men up on the front. Snap. Quarterback keeper here for James. Looking to catch him off guard here as he's into the secondary. It's the best Parkview's looked on offense all day today. They're to the 39. It's going to be just shy of the first down here. 3:18 now on the clock. It's time for the defense to buckle down. You got to make a play on it. 1 interception today in the secondary. 1 recovered fumble. Worst thing that can happen here is a quick score. You can give up a score. You lead by 2. But we want him to run some time off. Cayman James in a lot of trouble here. Throwing toward the sideline. Throws it too far to the left. Had a man toward the sideline. But it falls incomplete. Second down and 10 coming up here. Ball still on the 36-yard line of Waynesville. 3:01. So again, Parkview abandoning that running game, or at least that running back heavy running game. We've seen James take it up the middle here on this drive. Now they'll put Hiley in the backfield with Tripp to the left. One wide receiver right. Again, Waynesville opting for the four-man defensive front. James takes the snap, looking toward his left, going towards the end zone. That ball is picked off here by Hedrick. Hedrick coming up the middle of the field. Toward the left sideline he goes. He has some room to return here. Has a block in front of him, but finally runs out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. But Waynesville, they find themselves a big old interception. Johnny Hedrick, who led the team in interceptions last year, he finds himself one here in a big spot, killing the drive dead, getting the ball back with 2:49 here on the clock. $2:49 left to go here. Still 2 Parkview timeouts. You can't run it all the way down just yet. I would say you need at least a couple of first downs. You need to force them to use those timeouts here on this drive. That's your primary goal. 2 backs in the backfield. Kelsey Jr. Also looks like Josh Way in the backfield. Nope, that's not Josh Way, but it's Kelsey Jr. who takes the snap. See if I can get you a name on it. Looks like it might be in the backfield. Scanning. Looks like it might be Anthony James. Yep, that'll be 29, and that is James. So, James in the game for the first time here. Operating in that double running back. That double running back package. Same formation that Waynesville runs with the QB. But a little more stilted toward the running game. That ran another 40 seconds off the clock here. Parkview not using the timeout. Another direct snap here to Kelsey Jr. Pushes off of James. Past the 35 here. Now it's going to be third down here in about 4. And that'll be a Parkview timeout. So Parkview going to take its second timeout here on a 3rd down and 2. 1 minute, 49 seconds left to play here in this one. We're back in 60 seconds. You're listening to Waynesville Tiger Football, Z102.3.
Some people are always too hot.
Whew, it's hot in here. Is it just me or is it hot in here?
Other people are always too cold.
I'm cold. It's cold in here. Aren't you cold?
And sometimes both of those kinds of people are in your house at the same time. How do you make everyone happy? With some help from the heating and cooling professionals.
Air Serv Heating and Air Conditioning in Mid-Missouri, 573-433-3613. Your Mid-Missouri air conditioning and heating experts. Breathe easy, live better. Locally owned, proudly operated.
The score of any athletic event is generally forgotten over time, but the actions of players, coaches, and spectators leave lasting impressions. The next time you attend a high school game, think of how history will remember you. Choose good sportsmanship and help rekindle the spirit of citizenship. Remember, the lessons you teach today will help develop better citizens in our communities for tomorrow. This message has been brought to you by your friends at the Missouri State High School Activities Association and this local radio station.
Coming out of the timeout. 1 minute 49 left to go. 3rd down and 2. Parkview with 1 timeout remaining. A first down here. Very critical for Waynesville to end this football game. Kelsey Jr. trying to do so. Dives past the 40. I think he got it. And that should take Parkview's final timeout. We'll see if they take it here or if they just continue on here. As now Waynesville, all they have to do is take a knee. They'll take the timeout. But Waynesville will pretty much just have to run the football. You got 1 goal here, Waynesville. Go ahead and keep it right here through the break. You have 1 goal. Get the ball in the hands of your running back or whoever needs to take the snap here, and don't lose it. Cannot have a fumble. Cannot give Parkview any chances here. They have no timeouts. They have no way of stopping the clock. Just keep the ball inbounds and in your hands, and you take a victory here in this contest. It's really as simple as that. Make sure you stick around for post-game today. We'll have a short post-game for you, as we always do. We'll go over some final lines. Again, no stats for you, but talk about some players of the game for you, some players that delivered. And we'll get you all set up for, again, next week. Not going to be as busy next week as far as the sports go, but we got another football game. We got a softball game coming up next week. Frisco League softball. So back onto the field of play here. Again, 1:41 left to go. Parkview now with no timeouts. The Tigers of Waynesville, they do have one timeout remaining. Obviously, in this situation, not going to be really looking to use it. So coming up to the line here, it's James and Kelsey Jr. Snap coming over to Kelsey Jr., running toward his right, looking toward the sideline here. Has the sideline, has the first down, or going to be very close to the first down marker. Almost went out of bounds here. We'll see if they did go out of bounds, but does find the yardage. Nope, the clock continues to run here, so stayed in bounds. It'll be, looks like second down and inches. Second down and 1, they'll say for sure, but we're now under a minute left to go. So Waynesville, barring any massive meltdowns here, they'll improve to 1-1 on the season. Defeat the Parkview Vikings here tonight, defend their home turf, heading into next week's matchup with Camdenton. Camdenton in a battle today with Kickapoo. We'll talk about that in the postgame. We won't go over the full list. I think we'll just keep it to area games unless there's something that catches my eye. We might just go over state-ranked games as well. Waynesville hustling to the line here. 5 seconds left on the play clock. 44 seconds on the game clock. Snap is going to get away. Waynesville just needs to fall in the football. They'll do it. Well, not pretty, but gets the job done here. The clock under 30 seconds now. That'll do it here for this game. Waynesville does not need to run another play, and so they will improve to 1-1 on the campaign. 1 touchdown in the first, 1 touchdown in the second, and 1 touchdown in the fourth. They will send the crowd home happy here into the long Labor Day weekend. They will huddle up here, but again, no real reason to run a play. They'll come up to the line. Maybe not even do that. Still in the huddle here. 3, 2, 1, and Waynesville will officially have won this football game. So, for the second straight year, well, maybe even more. The Waynesville football Tigers, they will defeat the Parkview Vikings. Second year I've seen them defeat Parkview. Final score in this one, 21-6. So, hey, we're going to do what we always do. Let's take a couple minutes. We will come right back. Again, post-game, we will go over your scoring summary. We'll talk about some players that delivered. And we will also get you all set up for next week as well. So 21-6, your final score. Waynesville wins. You're listening to Tiger Football, Z102.3.
Now's a great time to discover all the advantages Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert has to offer. The Discover Summer Sales event is going on now, and they've got their largest selection in years with more vehicles on the way. Go anywhere, do anything SUVs. And Ford F-150, America's best-selling truck. They've got them all, now with their best deals of summer, and they're paying top dollar for your trade. For a great selection and big savings, visit Ed Morse Ford in St. Robert today and find out what it means to be backed by Morse.
Is this the sound your garage and closets make every time you open the door? Does it look like Dr. Whoopi is trying to retrieve his 3D BB? Bates Self-Storage of St. Robert can help declutter and de-stress your life. Storage units start at just $17 per month, the lowest price in the area. Located on VFW Memorial Drive, just a mile from the main gate in St. Robert. Rent by the month or by the year to receive a discounted rate. Bates Self-Storage, 797 VFW Memorial Drive, unit starting at $17 a month.
Hi, this is Brad Shelton at the Marys County Bank. Every day, the Marys County Bank touches every corner of your life and supports you as you turn your life's goals into accomplishments. Whether it's purchasing your first car, opening a small business, buying a home, planning a wedding, or preparing for retirement. From your first car to a new life after retirement, the Marys County Bank is there for all your life's milestones with our full line of products. Stop by one of our 10 locations and see how the Marys County Bank can support your dreams. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
After I drop the kids off, I have to run across town for a meeting, hit the gym during lunch. Jake has soccer tonight, and Emily has gymnastics? Oh, did I turn on the crock pot this morning?
With a never-ending to-do list, it's easy to forget something important, like setting up a life insurance plan with Shelter Insurance. Your local Shelter agent can show you how to create a safety net for your family. Shelter Life Insurance Company, Columbia, Missouri.
For auto, home, life, farm, or business insurance, see me, John Gregory, your shelter insurance agent in Crocker.
Or stop by and see me, Dave Howlett, your shelter insurance agent in Richland.
Back here once again in Waynesville. This one is in the books. The Waynesville Football Tigers, they defeat the Parkview Vikings, improve to 1-1 on the season. A final score of 21-6. Connor Harbert here with you, Z102.3, as we start our post-game coverage here today on Z102.3. Well, it wasn't the prettiest win in the world. There were still definitely some things you got to work on here today, but ultimately, I would say a pretty controlled win here for the Tigers. I don't think at really any point there was really any danger of Waynesville dropping this contest. The offense pushing the ball pretty much at every opportunity. There were self-inflicted mistakes, and we'll get to that here in just a moment as we take a look here at your box score here for this one. After a scoreless 11 minutes, Waynesville, they put themselves on the board first here in this one. It was a 2-yard touchdown run for Michael Kelsey Jr., another multi-touchdown day for Kelsey Jr. He found him again 2 yards out, and with 1:16 on the clock, made it 6-0. After a failed PAT. Second quarter brought another Waynesville touchdown again after a scoreless 11 minutes in the quarter. This time, 8 yards for Tau Asia. Pitch and catch. A 17-yard run for Aussie and then an 8-yard run for Aussie. Found the end zone. A 2-point conversion made it 14-0. That's where the penalties unfortunately started. Waynesville really couldn't seemingly get out of their own way. Wasted a drive on offense, then got kicked back on defense, committed a few penalties there as well. So, Cayman James, quarterback for the Parkview Vikings, he was eventually able to punch it in on a quarterback sneak from 2 yards out to make it 14-6 after Waynesville kept him steady, kept him out on the 2-point conversion. But the game's final touchdown, it came from Waynesville. 22 yards for Michael Kelsey Jr. Again, a multi-touchdown day for the junior Kelsey Jr. At 9:13 left to go in the fourth, gave us our final score of 21-6. So, like I said, things you really, really like here in this one. You like how easy you move the football here today. Aussie Kelsey Jr., basically a 1-2 punch, and that's what you really expect him to be. Week in, week out. I would definitely say Aussie was more the impact player here today, but Kelsey Jr. finished off those touchdowns. He was really starting to come into his own late into this ballgame, a little bit slower to get going here in this one, I thought, but both of them did an excellent job here in this contest. You also take a look at, well, the fact that Waynesville seemed in control for 3 out of the 4 quarters here today. We'll get to the third quarter here in a moment, but this is a Waynesville team. I think you remember last season, they took some leads in games last year in this field, in this home stadium, where they kind of got panicked a little bit. They kind of got punched back in the mouth a little bit, namely in the third quarter here tonight. Last year's team might have folded a little bit. Not the case this time around. They really remained steady. They kept moving the ball despite the turnover problems, despite the botched snaps here and there. So you got to give credit to Waynesville for keeping their cool and really remaining in control here in this one. But one of the things I think they need to work on next week, you already know it. We spent about the whole third quarter talking about it. Got to avoid those penalty flags. Holding after holding after holding after holding. You got to consider maybe what the final score would have been. If you were able to score on that drive, you were moving the ball, you were getting 15, 16, 17 yards per carry, only for it to be taken back 10 yards because you're holding at the original line of scrimmage. So that's something you just got to work on here. No, not a whole lot of pass interference calls here tonight. Definitely did a good job in the secondary. A little bit of a setback there in the fourth quarter, but they were able to buckle down and kind of get their bearings back. But ultimately holding the call here today. Face masks on the defensive side. And again, botched snaps. Need to do a much better job of keeping that football in the hands. Can't afford to drop. Might not have affected this game against Parkview, but against teams maybe on the upper echelon of the Ozark Conference. We've got Camdenton coming up next week. Those teams are going to take advantage. You're going to need every single yard you can get against teams like Camdenton, Kickapoo, Lebanon. But that's not to worry about right now. What we do know is that Waynesville comes out winners here in this one. So players that deliver, well, let's go with 3 here today. I think you give it to the 2 running backs. I think you give it to Michael Kelsey Jr. again. Another multi-touchdown day. He's got 4 for the season. You also got to give it to Tal Aussie. He was kind of the yardage guy here tonight. So Kelsey Jr. and Tal Aussie, players that deliver defensively. Well, I think you also give it to 2. I said 3. Let's give it to 4. How about Franklin Myers? Franklin Myers, a player we didn't really talk a whole lot about last week, but this week he really showed up. A big interception. Remember, Parkview was actually in the short field in the first quarter. Actually, we're just moments away from perhaps scoring the first touchdown in this game, but an interception And a long return. Franklin Myers basically hustling his way down the entire length of the field. That was a momentum swing Waynesville needed here tonight. They were able to punch it in. That led to the 2-yard Michael Kelsey Jr. touchdown run and a 6-0 lead. So Franklin Myers is one player today who delivered. And also, how about Mason Perez there as well? Felt like I was calling his name an awful lot here tonight. Again, a returning starter. Definitely one of those players who a lot of people kind of had their finger on this year to be that impact player for the Tigers. And through 2 weeks, I think he's really been that guy. So again, those are your players that deliver, brought to you by Domino's Pizza. Domino's Pizza of St. Robert. And so, I think we'll just go ahead and keep it right here. No need to do an extra ad break. I got through all of my ads, believe it or not, here in this one. Big thank you to all of our sponsors, by the way, which means we'll just go ahead and wrap this one up by looking at some live scoring updates. Not going to go down the whole list here in this one. We're perhaps just going to go through the important ones, district, conference games, and whatnot. And maybe the state-ranked games as well. Lamar has pulled away. Number 1 in Class 2, they pulled away from Rogersville here tonight, 27-6. We do have a final from Marionville. They're the number 1 team, I believe, in Class number 1. Yep, 70-6. Over Willow Springs there in that one. Really brought the boom here tonight. Webb City pulls away from Carl Junction, number 4 in Class 5, 47-28. Tipton defeats Lincoln. That's an unranked team beating the number 4 in Class 1. Although Tipton was receiving votes, they'll certainly be ranked next week. They win 60-14. Nixa pulls away from Neosho. Remember, that game was a 9-point game at one point. Looks like 20 unanswered for Nixa to bring it to a 46-17 Nixa win. Again, Nixa, remember, they are a district opponent for Waynesville, potential opponent depending on how the season goes. Again, a 5-team district, most likely Waynesville, well, we'll see. There's only 4 potential opponents, so you're just going to have to kind of wait and see how the rest of the season goes. Let's see. Republic defeats Ozark here tonight. We actually already knew that. That game was played yesterday, 41-14, so the Class 5 Republic getting one over on Class 6 district opponent Ozark. Nevada. And the only battle this week between 2 state-ranked teams, Nevada in Class 4 defeats number 6 Reed Spring 46-19. Go Tigers. Proud of my alma mater there for that one. That's a program that has certainly deserved a few good years for a long time. Joplin, another district opponent tonight. They defeat Willard 28-14. That was a final yesterday. Score at the half. I told you this was pretty much going to be what happens. Lebanon all over Hillcrest, 40-0. So I'm going to assume that game is going to be decided by a running clock there in that one. No score, unfortunately, from Bolivar in Rolla. I believe that game is being played in Bolivar. I don't think they're necessarily prone to send those scores out. So no score there, but I'm sure we'll know here real soon. And again, in your final state-ranked game, Mount Vernon, they defeat Monette 42-7. That was a final yesterday. Other area games, Ozark Conference rivals going at it. Kickapoo and Camdenton. 35-21. Kickapoo leads that one in the third quarter, so a little bit of time still in that one, supposedly. Again, these might be delayed just a little bit, but it was 35-21 in the third. Let's see. West Plains, they lead Glendale 21-5 in the fourth quarter, so it looks like a safety and a field goal today for the Glendale Falcons, but West Plains looks like they've recovered very well from losing all of those seniors. And let's see. Again, 21-6 here tonight. Waynesville defeats Parkview, and I think that is pretty much it as far as results that do affect us, or myself in particular. So again, Waynesville feels good to get their first win out of the way, but you got to prepare for next week. Back on the road, down a little bit, down I-44. I believe you make a turn somewhere. Forgot the name of the road, but you eventually end up in Camdenton. And so that is where we'll be. We'll be taking on the Lakers. Again, the Lakers trailing Kickapoo 35-21 in the third. But that will be, again, a 7 o'clock start from Camdenton. And it's going to be heard right here, starting at 6:30. ZU 102.3. That's not the only broadcast we will have. In fact, the next time you'll hear me on the airwaves on Z102.3, it'll be on Thursday. If you're looking for a little bit more softball after the Frisco League softball tournament this week, well, make sure to tune on in. I will be in Richland, the Lady Bears, playing in the championship game here tonight. That game should pretty much be over. 90-minute time limit on that one. They got started, I presume, probably around 8 o'clock, so that one might be final. But either way, the Richland Lady Bears, they will take on the Lakeway Lady Hornets. So that'll be my first planned Frisco League regular season matchup of the year. That will be on Thursday. I believe that is a 4:30 start, somewhere in the 4 o'clock hour. We will start about 10 minutes prior to first pitch out there. But I think that will go ahead and do it for us here tonight. For Dan back in the studio, I am Connor Harbit. Hope you enjoyed listening to this one. Especially I enjoy bringing it to you here tonight. Again, your final score, Waynesville picks up their first win of the season. They defeat the Parkview Vikings 21-6. Until next time, you've been listening to Waynesville Tiger Football right here on Z102.3. Good night, everybody. Be good people.
You've been listening to Waynesville Tiger Football on 102.3 FM. Our game has been brought to you by Life Care Center, Post Pawn, Action Automotive, Air Serv Heating and Air, Baymont Inn, Bates Self Storage, Ed Wilson Auto Works, A to Z Exterminating, A-Plus Tire and Lube, On-Site Towing and Recovery, Farmers Insurance Agent Linda Tanner, Suggy's Fashion and Beauty Supply, the Marys County Bank, Seeger Toyota, the Bank of Crocker, Memorial Chapels of Waynesville, St. Robert, Ed Morris Ford, Shelter Insurance Agents Dave Holland and John Gregory, Hall's Furniture, St. Robert Auto Supply, and Domino's Pizza of St. Robert. Join us this 2023 season for Waynesville Tiger Football on Friday night under the lights.